and you and me was a dream at first. I got lost in your world, in your universe. I never thought our love would ever end. I messed up, made it worse, pushed you away. All that fighting and pain till you left one day. Wish I could take back all those things I said. I can't deny that I miss you, and I know that you miss me too. So let's get over our issues and go back to me plus you. I know that things weren't perfect, but I think it's worth it. Nobody knows you like I do. I can't deny that I miss you, I miss you. Let's go back to me plus you. I'm a mess, I'm a wreck when I see your face, and I know that you're feeling exactly the same. Let's stop pretending we should stay apart. Tried to meet someone new, but they can't compare. And I know that I'm being a bit unfair, but you're the only one that's in my heart. I can't deny that I miss you, and I know that you miss me too. So let's get over our issues and go back to me plus you. I know that things weren't perfect, but I think it's worth it. Nobody knows you like I do. I can't deny that I miss you, I miss you. Let's go back to me plus you. Plus you.
Can't keep my head on my shoulders. Feels like I'm losing myself. I still see your shadow on the wall, like I'm living in hell. Touchdown in a new place, trying to escape your poison, and I hate that I miss a mistake. I'm tired of your ghost, but I don't wanna run away. I can't believe I fell for all of it, and it was a show. I know it's toxic, but it just don't feel right letting you go.
Punch me in the boot. Hey, shutty.
But you play a game I can't escape. I'm caught up in the middle. You're running through my head, and all the things we said, I wish I could forget you.
Hello, everybody. Hi. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend, everyone. We're all kicking ass. We all made it. Proud of all of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So good to have you all here. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Arahaku, thank you for the 4-month resub. Oh my god. Hi, everybody. CJ, Dionysus, Lard Martini. How we doing, Bree? Hello, Juba. Good to see you here again. Apollo, what's good? Nice to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Gooby, hello, hello. Hi. Musy, what's good? Aurora, hello. Hi, everyone joining on in. Ivy, hello again. Welcome, everybody. If you guys don't know from, the title or using the Tonight command, tonight is just going to be very chill vibes. I did a double stream yesterday, so I was live for I think 7 hours total. Something crazy. I haven't done that much streaming in a single day in a really long time. So today is just going to be yapping and chill palia. It's just going to be just vibes the whole time. Also getting in the bonus drop time because there's a bunch of nights I was like, oh yeah, let's start off with Infinite Craft or something else, and then we'll do palia afterwards, and then I never did palia. So I robbed people of a little bit of drop time. I'm sorry. We still have a whole nother week of drops left for the last round of Lunar New Year stuff, so that will be very fun. But tonight is just going to be about chill. This is my recovery stream after the chaos of yesterday. So I hope you're all ready for just good vibes, good energy, chill stuff. Morgan may or may not be live later. She might stream tomorrow. So if it's a short stream because she wants to stream, I'm okay with that because, again, I gave a lot of my time yesterday. But if she's not live, we'll just stream like normal for a little bit, and then I'll dip out kind of early for me. Whiplash, good to see you here. Hello. Hi, welcome. My paleo farm's been expanding. Saturn, as it should. I should honestly, I'm so far behind in the game because I'm trying to do so many chaotic, dumb things in the game that I don't work on my house. I don't work on my plot, and I should be doing that more. I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 again. Of course, I mean, you should be. That game is huge and is deserving of your time. I still have not started it. I am still sitting on my haunches with that because I'm as soon as I start that game, it's going to destroy my entire life. I know that game will. It will consume me, just the way that it is. My farm honestly runs itself these days. I mean, that's the way that you want to get things in any of these sort of life sim games. You got to get that automation or really efficient system set up, and it's kind of a fun thing to achieve in all of these. Yo, what's up, Vi? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Welcome, welcome. Saturn, yeah, it's painful being all caught up on Has-Been and being God damn it, now we got to wait. I do have to check out Hell of a Boss. I still haven't done that yet, but part of it is I'm still in my mourning period. I'm still so sad that Has-Been Hotel Season 1 is over. So, yeah. I like that also, Vi. I'm so glad that you started off with Hello, Brian Meow. Always, all the meowing on the internet recently. We're in a new renaissance of cat girls. I'm the cat girl, really, at the end of the day. You're just speaking my language. I've gotten into the throes of decorating. It's so much fun. Yeah, people get super into the aesthetic of their house in any game. Palia is such a good game for that. I normally just set up a chaos den. That's all I ever do, but I really need more room. Extra crops go into jams. Jams make fertilizer and worms. Fertilizer helps the crops produce more. Yeah, that's the cycle. Honestly, that's one of the best, most lucrative cycles you can have in Palia if you want to min-max. I'm just too ADHD to care about min-maxing, so I just run around like a gremlin. What did you think of the last episode? I loved it. I teared up a lot. We talked about this during the watch parties, but the Lucifer and Charlie subplot, that relationship, really just it rings very loudly for me and makes me incredibly emotional. I really, really liked that last episode. It was good. I was in Hot Topic yesterday. My friend was feeling old since mid-2000s stuff is coming back. It's been back. Here's the thing about the current generation of people who are driving trends is a lot of them are just recycled, but we're trend cycling so quickly that everything's kind of trendy again. You can just mix and match and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of corporate retail stores like Hot Topic are gonna still push certain things that they think are gonna fit in. Which is fine, whatever. It's it's good to have variety, but yeah, get used to feeling older and older as life goes on. Take it from a absolute decrepit boomer. Just love meowing. It should have been I should have been an orange cat instead of a person. Yeah, that's my energy as well. Hello, hi everyone. Hello. Fashion is cyclical. Fashion is cyclical and sort of timeless, you know? Like, there's some things I hope we never bring back. But there's definitely a lot of stuff that, like, I don't know, people like mix and match and make it work, and I'm cool with that. I'm not gonna ever make fun of people for that. Hello, Octography, 68 months. Thank you for your Prime. That's a long time to use that here. Thank you very, very much. Bring back my skinny jeans. I mean, the skinny jeans never really went away. Like, the skin tight ones kind of did for a little bit, but not really even, because they, like, started making jeggings, which are, like, you know, God, I would have preferred that back in the day because they wouldn't have cramped so much. You know, it wouldn't have been so constricting. The oldest thing I've said recently is, why is everything a crop top nowadays? That is kind of old of you. That's very funny, because that's what older people said to my generation in the 2000s when I was in high school, was because everyone was wearing, like, crops and things like that. So, what was your favorite has-been hotel character? Sir Pentious is way up there for me. He's just such a fucking useless idiot. I love him. He's so funny. I really like Lucifer a lot. I really love Charlie. I think she's an absolute sweetheart. Husk is way up there. Husk is probably in, like, my top 3. Angel is fantastic. I mean, it's so hard for me to pick. I really like a lot of the cast, if I'm going to be honest. So, cycles get faster and faster. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a spiral's a good way to describe it, because it's, like, also nice Gurren Lagann reference. But, like, everything's sort of just getting blended together, you know? TikTok's been bullying skinny jeans. Since when do you care what a bunch of random strangers on the internet tell you is trendy? I, for one, am never going to give a shit about someone who's not wearing the clothes I'm wearing. Yo, what's up, Jinx? Hello, hi, welcome. Like, who the fuck cares what people on TikTok say? TikTok bullying is the softest bullshit in the whole world. Like, it's like, okay, cool opinion that no one asked for. What are you gonna do about it? Person who's, like, yelling at me in a micro video on the internet, who the fuck cares? It's so hard to find shirts that don't have my whole stomach out. I don't want my whole stomach out. See, this is why I've embraced wearing oversized shit recently. Why you guys will see me with, like, a whole bunch of, like, sweaters and things like that. So, yeah. Gurren Lagann is honestly the anime in my opinion. Top 10 easily for me. Gurren Lagann is what set all the trigger animation stuff into motion and is genuinely, like, one of the best, like, purest forms of that era of anime. True queen. Jinx, I hope you're doing well. It's good to have you here. Sloth, hello, hi, welcome as well. Hello, hello. I got some nice long sleeve Henley shirts recently that fit me so well, and I've been happy to finally have some basics in my wardrobe for layering and shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Micro video microaggressions with the micropeen. Yeah, that's pretty, I mean, every now and then someone on TikTok makes, like, a good point. I'm not going to say that there aren't great TikTok creators out there, but majority of the time when people are just trying to punch down at other people on that site, I'm like, I could not care about this any less than I do. This is, like, absolutely the most, like, just innocuous, annoying, stupid, completely useless, like, can of worms for this person to open. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, that's where I'm at in my life. I just do not give a flying fuck about, like, strangers on the internet's opinions. Unless I'm doing something incredibly egregiously wrong and harmful, I just don't give a flying fuck. That's where that's where I'm gonna be at, I think. The whole crop top apocalypse has hit the kids section too. My friend has a daughter in the single digits. Half the kids section's cropped. Oh, wild. It's very odd. Very, very odd. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing too, though. You guys got to realize, like, yeah, that's a good point. If it was summer, it would matter. But, like, they start selling, like, seasonal clothing, like, a full season and a half before the season hits. That's, like, kind of always been the way. Sometimes there's stuff that's, like, season appropriate, but, like, they start that shit early. So, could be a little bit of that. Could just be, I don't know. It's trend cycling. It is what it is. So, joining in, Alistair's my favorite. I've liked his design since the pilot. I mean, Alistair's pretty cool. He's a cool character. I like him a lot. Off I pop. I have walls to stare at. Jinx, enjoy the walls. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you, everyone who's joining. Saturday, you know, I get my little early slot. I was going to go live a lot earlier, but I just, like, could not drag my ass out of bed, if I'm going to be honest. I sat in bed for, like, 2 hours on my phone, just chilling, catching up on some notifications, saying hi to some friends. Ethan and I had a nice talk earlier today, which was good. Always nice catching up with a buddy. And then, I don't know, I just, like, read some articles and chilled out, played some mobile games. Just, like, went full zombie mode today. Again, yesterday was kind of draining, so today is just all chill energy the whole time. Someone who worked in a big chain fashion store for a while, we learned that fashion seasons are different from actual seasons, so the fashion industry is always 1 or 2 seasons ahead of where actual weather seasons are. Exactly. Yep. I mean, if you just look at what's, like, out on the mannequins, a lot of the times you can start seeing that. Like, obviously, it's a little bit more, like, specific when, like, the window is small. Like, you know, February break's coming up, so, like, they're selling a whole bunch of, you know, swimsuits and stuff, so people can go on their vacations. But, yeah, most of the time when it comes to actual seasons, fashion seasons are way off. They're way different. They're way early. So you have your whole wardrobe planned ahead of time. Which, if that's, like, your thing, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just kind of weird, the speed of the capitalistic cycle that we're in at the moment. Finally got snow here. It might melt in a couple days, though. Please take all the shit we've been getting. Oh, my God. It's cold. I don't like it. I don't want it at all. It's just not my favorite thing. It's, like, it's gotten very cold. We had a very nice, mild winter, and I'm, like, mad at Puxatawny Phil for lying to me about everything. He was like, hey, guess what? Winter, there's not going to be, like, a continuation of the winter weather. Guess what? There is. God damn it. Never trust a groundhog. It's advice you should pass down to your families, you know? I saw a bunch of beach accessories today at Walmart. Oh, yeah. I mean, they've had them out for, like, a month at Target. It's wild. So, it's 20 degrees here, but the ground has been warmed for a while. I'll take it all personally. I try to play in it once a year. Well, I'll have to ship you some then. Hopefully it will make the journey. But yeah, it's like absolutely disgusting here right now as far as like how cold and snowy it is. Just not my favorite thing. I expect it every year. It doesn't mean I have to like it though. So those of you enjoying it, I'm glad you're getting your moment as well. Yo, what's up, 72 Muses? Good to have you here. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I'm sitting here yapping. You guys probably have some things to yap about. It's the freaking weekend. There's always some good news that's to be shared. If you have any good news, feel free to share it here in the chat as long as it's something that we can all comfortably enjoy. It doesn't have to be anything big as long as it's something that makes you proud or happy. Feel free to drop it in the chat. Make sure that you're encouraging and congratulating each other as well. It'll be cold water by the time it gets here. What, you don't want a soggy box being sent in the mail to you? The reason the runways are so ahead is because they're for big buyers like big department stores. Oh, babe, we weren't talking about fashion shows or anything like that. Yeah, it was never meant for the consumer side. There's that too. Yeah, it's supposed to be so like big buyers, big department stores buy the runway fashion months and months ahead of time. But yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's got the trickle down for sure. Yeah, it's the trickle down into the regular consumer goods. Yeah, on retail side stuff. As a subtropical baby, I couldn't imagine living in a place where it snows. I suffer if it goes below like 60. Yeah, again, another big reason Morgan and I want to just move out west. Good news, our tattoos beginning to heal. Hey, I'm so glad that you got a tattoo again. Welcome to Tattoo Gang. It's so cool to see people in the community get tattoos, share those. I'm glad that you and your fiance got some cool matching stuff going. I'm seeing Nerdy Thespian in 2 days. No way. Whiplash, I feel like you were just talking about this being like weeks away the other day. That's so cool. It's so soon. Have so much fun. Good news, finally got my kids moved into their new apartment, 3rd floor. It was, oh God, it was rough, but we all feel accomplished. Ivy, I bet, someone who has lived on like a, you know, like 3rd floor before, pain in the ass to move in and out of. My body hurts in the cold. Yeah, Morgan gets like, so she has like a lot of chronic health and pain things. So the cold weather is really bad for us as well because she's just like constantly in pain. So West Coast is going to be best coast for her health most likely. Every time we're out there, clears her right up. She feels a lot better. We'll save up eventually. We'll see. Mini good news. Went out with my friend for mall walking in yesterday, and the friend whose apartment flooded has been moved to a different one, so everything's fine with them now. Hey, that is some great news right there. Friend time's good. Having your friend also not be in a disastrous situation is very good. Love that. Doing self-care by building Lego sunflower set. Oh, that's so fun. Oh my god. Again, I want to really do like a chill body doubling like work stream. Not work stream, but like a craft/task stream where like, you know, some of you can read, some of you guys are probably going to like embroider during it. I might build like a Lego set or like one of my Gundam models, something like that. That'd be kind of neat. So, I don't know. It's one of those things where I find so much peace in those types of activities. So, maybe you can set that as like the 600 sub goal or something. That'd be kind of fun to do as like a special one-off stream if people are down with that. I love building stuff like that though. It's super fun. Craft time, I'd paint along with the stream. Yeah, that'd be sick, right? Like we could all encourage each other to like focus on our tasks and just have a little bit of peace. I could like pick out a special like chill playlist in the background, and then everyone would be able to just like do whatever little craft or task they wanted to during that. That'd be kind of fun. Again, we could set that as a sub goal for like future stuff. That'd be neat. I like that a lot. So, high near 90 for an hour at noon is chef's kiss. Yeah, I don't like when it gets like quite that hot, but like I totally appreciate people who do, because it's like, I don't know, feeling the sun in your skin even when it's a little bit too hot is like such a nice, invigorating, energizing thing. Like recharges the internal battery, you know? So I dig like a good like 80 something. I'm like happy with that. When it hits like 90, I sweat so much. I don't know. I like run warmer than most people, I feel like, because I am super sensitive to higher temperatures and I sweat a ton. So, yo, what's up, Aurora? Welcome. I love body doubling streams. Did I say hi to you earlier? I can't remember, but hi, welcome regardless. Body doubling stream would be kind of fun. I finished the Lego Orchid build yesterday. It was fun. I like the bonsai better. Everyone says the bonsai kit is amazing. I'm not like super into like Lego collecting, but like I like it enough because I remember, you know, I have nostalgia from when I was a kid, and I own a couple Lego sets I haven't put together, and they're always fun. But like everyone says the bonsai tree is awesome. Sat on the floor so my hips were hurting by the end of it. Oh, I bet. Well, I'm glad you got it done though. That's so cool. I'm glad that you got the orchid and the bonsai. Getting a little like, you know, eternal garden type of vibe going. I like that. Dropping a few frames. No, that's on my side. Our internet, again, we've been having bad winter storms, so like the wind has been terrible. And then the snow. And then as a result of it, like our internet company sent out an email yesterday. I wish I'd known this, but they sent the email out while I was in the middle of the tournament for Yu-Gi-Oh! About how they were doing maintenance on the internet. So there was, yeah, a little bit of issues with my connectivity during that stream, which wasn't fun, as some of you got to witness. But if we get some drop frames here and there, it's like, yeah, a combo of the weather and a combo of the fact that my internet company is, I don't know, they did something fucking stupid, I'm sure. They always are. That said, hey, we're gonna just chill with a little bit of Palia. We're gonna vibe. We're gonna jump into the game now, and then we can chat about whatever. Thanks for sharing the good news. You did, I'll take 2 greetings, okay. I'm glad I was able to offer multiple greetings of fun. Rebecca, thank you for the 5 stream streak. Thank you so much for joining. It's nice to see you. Welcome. Alright, let me get the game going. Here we have it. Thanks to everyone joining again. I don't know if this is going to be a short stream. I don't know if this is going to be a regular length stream. Playing it by ear based on what Morgan's doing as well. There we go. Lurking tonight for the drops. Yo, Rebecca, enjoy getting those drops. I want to build the Iron Man portrait set. I want the Tranquil Garden set, and I want to do Captain America's shield. Those are my next plans. Dope. Hannah Falcon from our community sent me the... Why is the game not picking up? What the hell? It sent me that Venom Lego set a couple of years ago that I still haven't had a chance to build, but I really want to build that. I think that would be kind of cool. Why is it not showing up? Oh, here we go. Did that fix it? Should. Okay, there we go. Nice. All right. I don't know why OBS was being ass there. Lurk at work. Yo, Whiplash, I hope that your work shift goes well. Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the lurk. Hannah's great. Hannah is great. Is there an Iron Giant Lego set? I'm not sure, but there should be. That would be kind of sick. Probably make me cry every time I saw it, if I'm going to be completely honest. That movie is devastating emotionally. Oh, we're getting server lag because I'm loading into Bahari. I want this bug, though. It sells for a lot, if I remember. Okay, so I'm still in the midst of trying to hit 60K, I realized. And level up my bug catching skill more. So, what the hell? Here we go. Now I'm nervous about my internet being poopy. I had like a couple frame drops at the very beginning, like in the intro of the stream, but then it stabilized for a bit. So I hope that it's not too bad on the viewer side. Thank you everyone for dealing with it. A little bit outside my control. And by little bit, I mean completely outside my control. But you muted stream and you were confused? Oh no! I don't get ad revenue if you do that. Anytime the big dumb hero robot says, I am Superman, the waterworks star, oh, it rips my heart out every single time. Like, you stay, I go. I am Superman. Fucking, why would they do that to kid us? Awful. Every one of us who experienced that movie. Traumatized forever. Thanks, Don Bluth. Absolute psychopath. Now me thinking of the last scene of that movie. Yep. I'm imitating it with Legos? Oh, boy. Yeah, no following. Yeah, Jesus. Oof. See, this is where I can't tell, because my internet's back to being stable again. I can't tell if this is my internet or if the servers are just being a little bit jank right now. Sorry for any stuttering that you guys see in the gameplay. I want to watch that movie. I think that we were saying we were going to do that for a Discord movie night one of these nights. We should, oh my god, we should do like a childhood trauma movie. Like Discord movie night. It's like Iron Giant and like American Tail 5 Goes West or something fucked up. All dogs go to heaven. That would be so painful. Homeward Bound, something like that. Yo, Talia, what's good? Hello, hi. Bridge to Terabithia. Oh, man. I actually have never seen that one, but everyone tells me that one rips your heart out. Never watched it, but I can understand the emotions for it. Oh, yeah. It's orchestrated to emotionally manipulate you into feeling bad. Have you ever seen Once Upon a Forest? No, I haven't, actually. Marley and Me? No, DK. Morgan and I, we watched that when it first came out to DVD years and years ago. And we had to pause the movie because we were crying so hard that, like, we could not hear the movie over us crying. I refuse to ever watch Marley and Me again. It hurts way too much. You know? Now, Arahaku will never do In Space again because I already did that for like a full, 3 weeks on the stream back when it first came out. A little late to that. That also doesn't cause waterworks. That's just like a weird thing. I like the intrigue and the mystery in Space. How dare a movie make us have emotions? Yeah, how dare us have our human emotions manipulated by something that doesn't actually have a brain, which is a movie, you know, an inanimate thing. Takes advantage of our weakness. Hachiko hurts too? I've never seen that. Grave of the Fireflies would be fucking devastating. My friend Cat Scratch was talking about doing that with her community, making them watch Grave, and I was like, oh, oof, oh, that's the worst. Sorry to remind everyone of that movie, but while I'm at it, Old Yeller, the OG, like, sad movie. Oh, man. Fucking, I saw that when I was, like, probably 7 years old or something. I don't remember when that came out, but, like, I was definitely, like, a child when it was passed my way. And I was just ruined forever. I was absolutely ripped in half by it. It was the worst. I have the live action of Grave of the Fireflies. Wait, there's... Oh, God. I've never seen the live action. That sounds awful. No way. Once Upon a Forest, we're back. A dinosaur story and Land Before Time were my favorites as a kid. I like dinosaurs and emotional pain. Apparently, because, oh my god. Land Before Time's another one for sure. Land Before Time, oh, what is my character doing? Why am I trapped in slingshot mode? Huh? Hello? Okay, that was very weird. It's fixed now. Alexis, thank you for the 5-stream streak. Goopy Gerbs. Is that what our community's called now? Is it because Ethan's is called the Nasty Nesters now? According to me. I mean, he doesn't get to call himself the Cranky Crew anymore because, like, he's not Crank Gameplays. He's Ethan Nestor. Therefore, to me, he's the Nasty Nestor, and or his viewers are the Nasty Nesters. Josie, welcome to the stream. Speaking of Old Yeller, Fox and the Hound is also devastating. Oh, God. I like that none of us have unique experiences and we're all scarred by the same things. To the point where it's like, oh, you just invoke the name of a movie title from back in that era and everyone suffers psychic damage immediately. It's kind of incredible. Fellow dinosaur enjoyer, I have a lot of Land Before Time VHS tapes. Oh, yeah. It didn't, I mean, it helps that that movie franchise was like 1 million movies long. For sure. They, like... Didn't they get up to, like, 8? Wasn't it? Like, the 8? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood Episode 4? Yeah, you just... That's all you have to say. Yeah. Fern Gully. Yeah, Fern Gully's like Morgan's kryptonite. Like, you put Fern Gully on and it's the waterworks for her. I also really like A Troll in Central Park. I've never seen that one. Never seen that one. He put his blue thussy into that. Oh, God. Don Bluth was a sick... Why am I talking about him like he's dead? Don Bluth is a sicko, okay? He went, oh, I didn't like working at Disney because they didn't let me write, like, really emotional, like, more mature subject matter stories. Let me enact these stories onto children who are looking for, like, a feel-good time, and I'm going to lure them in with, like, Disney-like animation. What a psychopath. Barbie's my friend's Waterworks movie, apparently, now. I don't know, old movie-wise. Oh, you mean for the new movie? I mean, that's... A lot of people were affected by that movie. I didn't really get emotional over it. But I can understand why some people might. Everyone's got that thing, you know, like, there's, like, a lot of movies I'll mention here that people are like, oh, I didn't cry over that one. And I'm like, no, I get it. Like, this is a me thing. This, like, really resonated a lot for me. This was formative for me. When I was a TA for a 4th grade class, the English teacher made them read and watch Where the Red Fern Grows, and I called him a monster. I mean, oh. Yeah, that one's got some punch to it for sure. Don Bluth is proof that animation does not mean it's for children. Yeah, it's so funny that, like, everyone's go-to is, like, you know, well, what about anime? And it's like, yeah, anime is definitely, like, not a just for kids type of medium. But, like, we have that shit in Western media, too. Like, a lot of it. Like, some of the, like, I don't know. Anything that's not DreamWorks or Disney. And even, like, some of the more modern things from those camps, you know, touch on some slightly more mature and authentic sort of subjects here and there. But it is kind of wild, yeah. That people always, like, put down animation. So, the song came on the radio yesterday and they just about died. Wait, which one? Because there's a bunch. Because if they're crying over Billie Eilish going, when did it end? You know, that's one thing. But if they're crying over Lizzo's weird intro song to that movie, then they might need to just talk to a professional. And that's okay. You know, we all kind of do. The credit song? Oh, yeah, the Billie Eilish one. I mean, that one's honestly probably the song on the soundtrack that has the most sort of, like, feeling in it, if I'm going to be honest. All that being said, I really do love Iron Giant. It's one. Yeah, no, it's a great movie. It's a very good movie. It's just, like, you don't put that movie on for someone who's never seen it without prepping them a little bit with, hey, so how much do you know about this? You know? My Mopey movie has always been Snoopy Come Home. I don't think I've seen... Wait, no, I have seen that one. No, that one is kind of sad, though. But it's sweet, you know? the one ringtone from Steven Universe gets me instantly crying every time. I've never seen Steven Universe. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I let down my Tumblr community. But I've never actually watched Steven Universe. I will eventually. I think a big thing that turned me off, I bring this up every time, but like the fandom got really rabid and toxic for a very long time. And would basically be like, oh, if you don't like watch this show and like it, then you're like anti-queer or something stupid. And I was like, yeah, I just can't deal with people who are that extremely online, so I'm just going to let it simmer. And then whenever I feel like it's time to watch Steven Universe, I will watch Steven Universe and enjoy it at my own pace. So that's kind of what happened with that series. Target boob sweat. Is that fuck, that's still up there. That was from Infinite Craft from last night. Oh my god. Oh my god. Snoopy abandoned Charlie Brown. Sweet. He abandoned Charlie Brown, but like there's a reason behind all of the things that happen, and it results in them communicating in ways that are challenging but necessary. I can tell which ones of you are conflict avoidant in chat, simply how you talk about media. Yo, what's up, Melly Rose? Welcome to the stream. It's so nice to have you here. I hope that you enjoyed the big chill. It's all I want to give tonight, because yesterday was a lot of streaming and chaos and confusing things going on with the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament I got to take part in. I can't comment on sad movies because Inside Out really made me cry like someone had died. I mean, that was a cute movie. You're allowed to be emotional. Like I was saying before, not everyone's emotional about the same things. If it resonated with you, that doesn't make that your feelings less valid than the person who didn't. You know? So, Steven Universe is kind of hard to get into. It doesn't really get good until halfway through the first season. Yeah, see, I didn't even know that much. I don't know if that's like a popular opinion or not even, because I don't like, I've had so little of it spoiled, fortunately. Because like I said, I want to get into it eventually, just as like a take it at my own pace kind of thing. Might take a while though. I'm working through a bunch of other things first. So, like Inside Out made me very, like very, very emotional, honestly. I was wondering what Target Boob Sweat was about. It's because once I start stream, I look over at my OBS to double check if frames are dropping. And outside of that, never again. The number of times you guys are like, yeah, Brian, really love the game on the screen right now when I don't have it up because I'm full face cam still. You know how it is here. You know how it is here. I liked Inside Out. It was fun. The other one that made me like absolutely rip my heart out, and obviously not everyone's going to resonate with it the same way and its themes, but like as someone who is technically an immigrant to this country, the movie Elemental, is that the name of it? Why am I blanking? Yeah, Elemental, with the fire and the water people, was like, holy shit, my god, that movie destroyed me. So good. Super, super good. Elemental's so good. I hate that the movie was basically like marketed as like, oh, it's like a fire and water, you know, opposites attract love story movie. And it's like, yeah, on the surface level that's what it is, but like it's actually a story about an immigrant family, and holy shit, like trying to fit in the world and like hold on to their traditions and also be less rigid. It's, man, it's so good. I wish that if they had just marketed that movie the way that it actually was, I think that less people would have gone in and been confused by what they watched. I haven't watched Elemental yet, but it looks so good. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been watching stuff on Disney at all right now with everything going on with them and, you know, everything with, like, you know, the actual active Palestinian crisis happening. So I haven't been like super into Disney stuff at the moment, but that movie did strike a chord with me, I remember. I'll say this, I haven't seen Encanto yet either. So all of you are really into Encanto. I've heard good things about it. I just haven't had an opportunity to check it out. I haven't seen Elemental yet. I didn't have high hopes for it because of the poor marketing. Yeah, the marketing really let it down. I immediately had to rush and go see it when I found out that, again, it was mismarketed because Disney kind of doesn't give a shit about most of its Asian-fronted movies. But it is a story that draws heavily from Korean immigrant culture, and the director is a Korean immigrant as well. So someone whose parents immigrated directly from Korea, and then he got to grow up here in the U.S. and basically shared their story a little bit through that movie. And I just found it very sweet, and I resonated with so many of the themes, and it just, god damn it, it struck so many chords in my soul, like truly. Had no idea. Yeah, not a lot of people do who haven't seen it because, again, Disney really fails on the marketing. I mean, they did a poor job with Raya. They did a poor job with, you know, handling any of the controversy behind the live-action Mulan and giving it marketing support once that sort of went more mainstream. They did a poor job of doing that with Elemental and pretty much any Asian-fronted properties they have. Really just any BIPOC properties in general. Like, they're not super great at. They're getting, like, slightly better. I'm assuming they're probably hiring people who give a shit, even if the main body of the corporation doesn't. But at the end of the day, they're a multi-billion-dollar mega conglomerate. So, like, I don't have super high hopes. All I can do is, when I consume something, I can share if it feels authentic or not, you know? So Ember's struggles felt raw in motion. Yeah, they did a great... Honestly, the voice work in that movie is really what sold a lot of the emotional themes of it, for sure. So that's the biggest shocker. Wait, is the biggest shocker of my night? What's the biggest shocker of your night? Disney does disappoint. They do. They have some issues. It was an amazing, you know what was an amazing animated movie that I was obsessed with when I was younger? Hoodwinked. I still have not seen Hoodwinked. Vi, you were part of, like, the old school crew from, like, 6 years ago that, like, wanted me to watch Hoodwinked. And I was like, yeah, I'll get around to it. I never did. I'm so sorry. I lied to all of the 2018 people. Disney's trying the tiniest bit. However, they're doing a bad job so far. That they had to drop a few letters. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Melly. My hope always is, like, regardless of how disappointing, like, an entity or a person is or whatever, it's at some point they learn, they educate, they just become better. Not always going to be the case, obviously. It's not like I hold my breath for that, but ultimately that's my ideal. Is that people and companies and whoever get better. So... Voice to text, I'm doing dishes. Oh, no, all good. The biggest disappointment is that I haven't seen Encanto. I'm sorry. Here's my thing. So many, like, Disney pumps out so many things a year. It's genuinely impossible for me to, keep up with all of it. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'll get around to it eventually. Hoodwinked is so good. It's so fun. Such a fun movie. I'll check it out. Okay, keep reminding me until I actually check it out. Okay, how's that? You specifically, Vi. Keep reminding me about Hoodwinked. Encanto is really good. Encanto, I only heard, like, genuinely good things about it. So it's not like I have an aversion to it. It's not like I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I don't have any interest in it. It's more of, I just get overwhelmed. Get really overwhelmed by trending media. Get really overwhelmed by, like, the sheer volume of things. Like, whenever someone's like, I'm bored, I'm like, how? I'm catching up on shit from, like, 2017, dude. Not disappointed, just shocked. Fair. Haven't seen Encanto yet either? Okay. Yeah, you probably feel a little bit of what I'm talking about then, Melly. It's like, I don't know, there's just so many things. It's like, I'm not someone who's only into movies or only into TV. I'm into everything. I'm into reading. I'm into video games. I'm into, you know, just everything. So it's hard for me to keep up with all the things going on all the time. I don't watch movies much, but that was so good. Haven't watched a good movie since. Really wild. It would be hard for me to say that because I watch a shit ton of movies. I'm very much like a person who's like super into cinema, but yeah, just never got around to that one. Not yet, at least. So, if you have family trauma, especially intergenerational, you better buckle up. That's sort of just the expectation I have for most movies nowadays. Turning Red did that for me. Turning Red, that was another one that got, like, not nearly enough marketing hype from Disney and devastated me. Oh, my God. It was like, man, that one was so intense. I loved it. So good. Catching up on shit from 2017. Me with Doctor Who? Yeah, running behind is just like, I don't know. It's part of my brand at this point, I feel like. So, love running around with shit in my inventory. Palia? Yeah, I mean, that's the Palia way. For sure. Still gotta watch Doctors 9 through 12. Yeah, you guys know I've watched 2 episodes of Doctor Who in my whole life, so I'm sorry. I'm not a Doctor Whovian, or what do you guys call yourselves? I don't even know. Made me sob. Turning Red made me sob hysterically. I love that movie so much. That movie's very special to me, like genuinely. As someone who, you know, has lived an authentic, like naturalized Asian American experience, like where I had a lot of influence from like Korean culture growing up, but not like it wasn't really like, those of you who don't know, I was adopted, so it wasn't like my adopted parents knew that much about it. They did their best to help me, but everything I know about Korea is self-taught, or from going to Korean camp when I was younger, or from talking to my Korean friends and being included in their traditions and sort of educational resources. That kind of stuff, just, that movie, it just hit a lot. It hit a lot of points that were really important to me, as far as like the blend of identities that I've always had. So yeah. Mugen Merc, yeah, I should say Mugen Vanquished in the Dark Souls letters whenever I shoot a Mugen. I know so much about the show because of Tumblr and social media, but I just want to actually watch the show and slip back into my Whovian era again. Wait, are you guys actually called Whovians? That's so wild. Isn't that, aren't Whovians the people from Whoville? Or am I crazy? You guys have to like battle over that title now? I thought that Whovians were the Whoville people. Andrew Mixus, what's good? Hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. We have a ton of Doctor Who fans in the community. I'm just not one of you. I'm so sorry. Again, I liked the 2 episodes I watched. It just like didn't pique my interest that much. I was just like, okay, I'll get around to this whenever I get around to it. It's cool. I have nothing against it. It just wasn't my priority at the time. Who's in Whoville? Yeah. Those are just Who's? Oh, okay. So every time I've seen Whovian, I always have been sitting here and I've been like, wait, are they talking about Doctor Who? Or are they talking about, are they like just really big The Grinch fans? And now I know. Now I know my folly. Thank you for the clarification. Whovian chat. Maybe someday I'll join you. I have enough trouble on my plate trying to keep up. Like, I started watching, like, Star Trek Below Deck, or whatever the fuck the animated comedy one is recently, and it's, like, kind of funny. It's slightly entertaining so far. I like the canonical Star Trek lore that they poke fun at in it, but, like, I'm catching up on shit like that still, from, like, 3 years ago, you know? Lower Decks, yeah, whatever the hell it's called. It's kind of fun. I'm not, like, in love with it, but it is what it is. They, like, went, like, hey, what if we made Star Trek like Rick and Morty, is kind of a little bit of what it gives. So there are moments where I'm just like, wow, this feels like a cringe millennial wrote it. And then there are times where I'm like, no, that joke was kind of amazing for Star Trek fans. Trying so hard not to relapse on my Marvel phase because I've been revisiting old hyperfixations and adding characters to my kin list. Randomly got sucked into a rabbit hole of Bucky Barnes obsession. I feel like people who are Bucky Barnes, like, stans, like, you never really get rid of that. That's like poison in the well. That never goes away. Everyone I know who's had a Bucky Barnes phase, like, at some point it comes back. There's no getting rid of it. So, yeah, it's like, Morgan and I are trying to get back into it just because we, like, gave up on Marvel shit, like, ages ago. And so, like, we had a phase, like, a month ago or a couple months ago or something where we were trying to get back into... I think we had left off with, like, Moon Knight canonically in the... watching through the thousands of shows and movies they put out since then. And we immediately burn out again. And we were like, Like, Morgan was like, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, Oscar Isaac's performance is good. For the most part, I guess. And then for me, I was like, I don't give a shit. I'd rather just read the comics like I always do. Like, I'm more of a comic book fan anyway. I want to get into Star Trek / Wars, but I just can't. My mom was a Trekkie growing up, so I think she just thought I might like it. Then, funnily enough, I found Doctor Who and entered, I think, like, a 2-year hyperfixation. I mean, that's fair. It's, like, kind of, you know, the same sort of brand of content, so... In a way, you're just striking off on your own, figuring out, like, the combination of those different themes and aspects that's more appealing to you. So it's, like, not that far removed from it all, you know? I dig that. Finding your own way, finding the things that, like, are cool to you. So, convincing my mom to get Lego plants so Mao, cat, can't eat them. Here's my issue, is, I mean, I think that's a brilliant idea, is, like, Lego plants, your cat's, like, less likely to munch on them. My issue, I've told you guys before, is Sig has, like, a mild, like, cat pica, where he just, like, eats plastic sometimes, even if he has, like, available food. And then he'll, like, go eat his regular food, and then he'll barf up a mixture of food and plastic, which is just lovely. I love when he does that. It's so fun. But, so, like, if we got Lego plants, he probably would just swallow a Lego, and I'd be, like, really worried. It was still sci-fi, so I give myself a gold star for that. Exactly, Melly. Exactly. You're still, like, in the same wheelhouse. You're fine. As someone who was raised in a little bit of a trad nerd influence from, like, my dad, I welcome you with open arms into our fold. I mean, Doctor Who's just, I mean... has been around so long. Like, it's one of the classics the same way as, like, Star Trek is. Same way as Star Wars, in my opinion. It's been around forever. You guys are up to, like, what, season 12 or some shit now? How many Doctors are there now? I know David Tennant is, like, a folk hero at this point for Whovians. Salem chews on plastic all the time. We have Swedish fish bags in the candy bowl right now, and there's so many cat teeth marks in it. Yeah. Yeah. They do always find a way to sink their little fangs into things. They just go, I'm curious. You guys know the saying. Curiosity did something to the cat. I'm going to be that cat momentarily. 15 Doctors? Holy shit. Oh my god. But isn't it, wait, isn't it like 15 seasons, but then like David Tennant's like the Doctor for 2 of them? Didn't they like bring him back, or am I high? I like that I'm trying to talk about this show that I admitted to seeing 2 episodes of and I don't keep up with at all. And then I'm like trying to talk about it like I know anything. I literally don't. Peanut's a menace and will try to eat tape at any opportunity. Yeah, Sig will like lick and bite tape. If I get like a package in the mail from like a company, as soon as I open that package, he's at the box trying to lick all the packing tape. So excited for the new Doctor era. Wasn't David only there for a special? Oh, was it? I don't know. I just remember people being like, yes, David Tennant again. Like, who I know, like, are friends of mine who are big fans of Doctor Who. And it's like, oh, cool, David Tennant. He's cool. I don't know why. I mean, I'm assuming he's doing something Doctor-related. That's cool. That's great. Great for you guys. But I didn't really follow it up or care as much, you know? The War Doctor? Wait, what? 16 Doctors? That's a lot of Doctors. Yeah, see, ironically, despite being a One Piece fan, that seems overwhelming to me. I don't know if I have the... What? I don't know if I have the chutzpah to be able to catch up on that. Love David, he's great. I loved him as Mr. Anthony J. Crowley. Oh, and Good Omens, right? Because I know that he's like a folk hero for that show as well. With the David thing, I think the Doctor technically degenerated back into his 10th Doctor body. Oh, interesting. Yeah, see, I don't know. I know he's like a time-traveling, like, dimension-hopping wizard guy or some shit. Who has a doctorate, apparently. Oh. Tena came back and is working on a spin-off. Oh, wow. Okay, that's kind of great. Big news for you guys. That's like Whovian Christmas right there, right? Congrats to your fandom. I'll probably never be amongst you, just as a warning. David was great on Jessica Jones as well. I didn't know he was on that because I also did not watch that. Here's the thing, I didn't watch like any of the like Netflix stuff that was put. Like I wasn't like a Daredevil fan or anything like that. I know that they're doing like Daredevil Reborn, which might be kind of interesting, but like just like I don't know. The Netflix ones never really appealed to me too much, especially knowing that they were disconnected from the main canon of Marvel. So I was just like, why overwhelm myself more when I have, I don't know, bills to pay and content to make and other fun things to do. So, what, hold on, a spin-off? Yeah, see, I didn't know about it either. So, hey, again, Merry Christmas to Whovians, I guess. Enjoy. Enjoy. Allegedly, okay, allegedly. Yeah, don't be the person who gives the false hope and then makes everyone sad. Because everyone's like, oh, allegedly meant zero actual facts behind this. That's the worst. That's the more disappointing thing. It's like, someone else who's like deeply in the fandom said that this was happening. And it's painful. That's the most painful thing. What was I doing right now? Also, okay. I don't think I have even nearly enough to... I don't think I have nearly enough to get to 16,000 right now, but I need to go sell shit. And I'm going to go make more bug bombs, because I am almost to level 10 on bugging. There's been news articles claiming he's filming for Who, but not sure in what way. Yeah, again, what if it's just another one-off special or whatever you guys were talking about earlier? You don't want to build your anticipation up too much. Villagers call me Haku. It gives me life. I love that they had the like little nicknames that you get to put in at the beginning during character creation. It's so cute. It's just like such a wholesome, chill game. So, what do you think of the green bug bombs? I tend to stick with the black ones. I mean, I use the green one just because it's like, I don't know, some of the bugs are squirmy and it's nice to be able to slow them down a bit. I don't really care too much. My main goal is genuinely just to get like hundreds of the Supreme Smoke Bombs and just Master Ball everything. That's the move. Love the Doctor talk right now. I'm glad that you guys can enjoy it because, again, I have no fucking idea what any of you are talking about. I'm excited for Deadpool 3. Been rumors that there's might be a Stray Kids song on the soundtrack. Man. Again, I talk about this a lot, but it is really wild to see how far K-pop's gone in Western media. It's really here to stay now. That it would be, you know what? But that's the type of self-aware branding that Deadpool's kind of always had. As long as Catherine Tate comes back as Donna. See, I don't know these characters. I'm so sorry. Revert into my Whovian phase. Y'all will never see regular Melly ever again. Every time I see the mail notification in Palia, my brain goes, mail time. Oh, like, listen, I'm hoping I did the right thing. Like Blue's Clues? Is that what you're referring to? You do the Blue's Clues thing? Mail time. Oh, here's the mail. It never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail. Mail. Like that? Because that is the proper response to have whenever you see the mail sign. Yes, Blue's Clues. Hell yeah. Rose was my favorite companion besides the Pawns. Guys, my favorite companion was Glorpus McShane. I love Glorpus McShane. Cool character. Amazing. Okay, Reth wants me to stop by the inn. Which is great, because I'm heading into town to sell a whole bunch of shit anyway, Reth. I don't care how old I get. I love Blue's Clues and Bluey now. Yeah, Bluey kind of has a little bit of the spiritual energy of like Blue's Clues, but I think it's even better, honestly. It feels a lot more natural. Less of a learning tool show, more of like a incorporate it into conversations with your kids kind of show. And I like that a lot. Loved Doctor Who when I was in high school. Stopped watching after Matt Smith, but loved watching the specials that came out Christmas time. Yeah, wasn't Matt Smith like... That's why everyone like freaked out about him being in like House of Dragon, right? Was because he was one of the doctors originally. And I was like, why does everyone have such a hard-on for this guy? But then I saw him in the show and I was like, oh man, he makes like a really like sinister dude, honestly. Bluey, yeah, Bluey's a cute show. It's adorable. Just pulled a clump of fur off of Momo. She tried to eat it out of my hand. Every time we brush Sig, we have this special, like, we have the special comb that's supposed to, like, you know, like, take the excess fur out of his coat. And we'll use that on him. He tries to eat it like it's like a cotton candy. Right off of the comb. Every single time we do that to him. It's gross. I get so mad at him when he does it. It's disgusting. Momo, no! Matt Smith is a good actor. He's actually like a really good actor. I was surprised because I was like, oh no, a bunch of nerds are overhyping him. And then I watched him in the show and I was like, oh, actually, he fucking pulls it off, man. It's great. Reclaiming their lost fur, yeah. Wait, where the hell is Wrath? Oh, he's probably not here. He's probably coming into the village soon. Alright, well that's fine. I gotta go sell shit anyway. It's Morbin time. Yo, what's up, Bitsy? Hello, hi, welcome. Hope that you're having a lovely weekend so far. That goes for everybody here right now. Thank you for joining. It's great to have you. Wait, I've never made bug bombs. What the hell's my problem? See, this is another reason why if tonight's stream ends up being short, I'm okay with it because, like, my brain is just not at 100 right now. But I wanted to give this drop time for everyone, and no! Why did I sell the Dragon Pete? I think I needed that for the Supreme Bug Bombs or something I was trying to build. I just wanted to vibe out and chill and hopefully offer some, like, good energy this weekend to everybody who needs it. Instead, I'm sabotaging myself. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament all over again. I'm just misclicking because my ADHD's taking over. What the hell? Why did I think today was Sunday? If it makes you feel any better, Vi, I thought it was Friday for, like, half the day. It's been a weird weekend. I don't know what it is. It's, like, not necessarily bad. It's just been, like, bizarro vibes for me this whole weekend. If anything, I've actually had, like, kind of a good week. But, like, it's felt off somehow. ADHD misclicks are strong. That's, like, my brand. ADHD misclicks is just, like, clicking things rapid fire as soon... Instinctively, when I see movement, my mouse goes to it and clicks it a lot. And I gotta stop doing that. Or, like, if there's, like, a bunch of objects, I just randomly get, like, object blindness. And I just, oh, yeah, just sell all this crap. That's why I have different rows. If you want to know why my inventory looks so stupid, it's because, like, I normally reserve this whole row just for things to sell. And normally, like, this as well. Because I'm just very bad at keeping up and remembering. I didn't take my ADHD medication this morning, so I've been off the wall for, like, half the day. That will also mess with your perception of time. Like, I found that that's almost like, you know, if you're used to being medicated... It's very, very, you know, like, devastating when you're off of it. Same with, like, utilizing any sort of, like, supplements and stuff like that. Okay. I have plenty of stuff to make more bombs. This is good. Wait, I was trying to build something with fabric or silk or something last time I played this, and now I can't remember. Does this give me 160? That's probably enough to get to level 10. I'm assuming. Does Dr. Pepper count as hydrating? It can. I mean, water's the first ingredient, right? My vitamins! I forgot. There we go, see? I'm trying to help you. I use coffee to self-medicate, and every now and again, I look down at the clock after 5 minutes, and it's 4 hours later. Sounds like your medicine's not working very well. I wish coffee did that for me. Coffee just makes me sleepy most of the time, unless again, we were talking about like the perfect dose of caffeine for ADHD people. If you have too little, you're still sleepy. If you have too much, it will actually do something in your brain, which will make you more sleepy because of your ADHD and the chemical receptors that are more or less ready for those chemicals in our brains for things like caffeine. So I have basically Goldilocks my entire life trying to figure out what the proper dosage of caffeine is for me, and it's helped me out massively. It's been great. Is tired, hits vape, is tired but faster. Yeah, that's also that's a little bit easier for me to do than like I figured out the caffeine thing, but every now and then I'll be like, yeah, you know what? Like I'm just like too sleepy right now. But I don't want to, like, pass out right now. I just want to get, like, a little bit more sleepy. And then I'll, like, you know, take a hit of something or take an edible at night and just pass the fuck out without meaning to. I was medicated once for ADHD, and I prefer not doing that again. I mean, I'm not saying get on medication. Medication doesn't work for everybody. It's not a catch-all. It's more of a, it sounds like caffeine is not doing you the benefits. Thank you, Ren, for the auditory terrorism that you just did to me. Thank you for the 55-month resub. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting the stream so long. Can we get a little bit of hype and pride? Please, please. I'm just gonna get to you know what? How much did I need? Less than 10K? Less than 10K copper. Or, less than 10K money. Oh, I didn't put this basket in my home. Shit. I guess I'll have to do that. I think I could probably get this just by hitting up copper and then, like, catching random bugs here in Kilima instead of going all the way to Bahari. I think that's the move. Is there a pride command? There's not. We have a pride emote, though. I'm going to take Molly, my dog, out for the night. Yeah, Molly, without the context... saying I'm going to take Molly without the context of it being your dog is probably the funniest shit I've read in chat in a while. I hope that you and Molly have a good little trip out. When you've been here 55 months, your brain soup says I should shout palia into the void. That's very true. Hey guys, I'm so excited for this chill weekend. I'm gonna go take some Molly, and then I'll be back in stream. And if you see me type in kind of weird. Just got startled by my dishwasher and threw my phone at my own face. I mean, hey. I get, like, beating yourself up over things every now and then, but, like, that's taking it to an extreme there, Vi. I like that I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go to Bahari because there's, like, way better copper spawns here. Oh, wait. I'm not in the good copper spawn spot. That's why. I just need a meager $9,000. And then I can go to the Maji Market, buy the plushie, and then go, guys, shit, I have to get like $50,000 more to buy the rest of the prizes before Maji Market's gone. And then I get obsessed with doing the same task again for 5,000 years, as one does. You know? Meager? I've activated Bree's trap card. I hope you and Molly have a good trip out. Did I say trip? I didn't mean to do that. That's so funny. Wait, actually, now that okay. I know these guys are worth nothing, but, like, how far am I in my progress to level 10? All right, 2/3 of the way there. Probably eat more food, too, though. So I get bonus XP. Oh, yeah, shit. I forgot that it's boring and annoying to do it that way, because you have to sit there and wait for that little pop-up that says how much focus you gain to go away before you can keep clicking eat. You did, it made me laugh. That was not an intentional pun. I made the dish of my people, mac and cheese. Mac and cheese in the microwave? The other night, I was a little bit zooted, and I was just hysterically cracking up at the meme of the kitten with the face covered in, like, basically just, like, you know, American cheese. Like, melted American cheese. That's, like, he got into the mac and cheese or whatever from the microwave. And I was like, Morgan, this is, God damn it. This is my exact kind of humor. This is so funny to me, and I can't explain why. Zoomer humor is so much funnier than the memes that people came up with when we were younger. She didn't laugh. She didn't laugh at mac and cheese from the microwave. Made me sad. I seriously might have bruised my jaw with my phone. Oh my god! No! Bye. I'm so sorry. Rookie, how we doing? Hello. Fancy mac and cheese in the pot. Aw. It's gotta be from the microwave, you know? Yeah, Z humor. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z humor. Listen, Zoomer humor is very, very funny to me. Oh, wait, I just remembered. Okay, no, never mind. Gotta focus on money. It's like, oh, but I could find, like, pallium out in Bahari. That's why I was doing that as well. Not only because those are worth more. Nope. I'm stupid. I just gotta sprint as quickly as possible as I can towards 60k. And actually stay focused on some shit tonight in this goddamn game. Been grinding, finally got the Maji plushie, and then was like, now what do I do with my life? Now you gotta grind for more money to expand your house to its maximum size and stuff like that. There's always a grind in this game. We're back to Vi's periodic accidental entries. No! The brand. Terrible brand consistency to be known for. Enjoying the weekend, sleeping in, playing more of the Honkai update. Yeah, let's go. I really want to do another Honkai stream, but I just know it's going to fucking kill viewership, so... I think that if I do decide to do a Hoyo-verse game, it's going to be probably more Genshin at some point. If I stream anything like that, I think we're going to stick to Genshin. You know, oh, god damn it. I just realized what I forgot to do on my plot also, is I forgot to look up how to make Supreme Bug Bombs. I can't remember. Is it Emerald Carpet Moss, or is it the Dragon Peat that I need? Don't remember. Eaters of Tardis, enjoy your lurk. Thanks so much for hanging out. Playing Palia right now, too. Hell yeah. Good little parallel play. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, Ren. There's always something to aim for in this game. Put stream on my phone so I can chat from my bed. Hey, that's the move. Maximum comfiness over the weekend. You guys all earned it. Likely, but it's likely Dragon Beer Pete. I think it might be too, just because that's like the slightly rarer version. And Supreme Bug Bombs are obviously like the top end stuff. We'll find out, I guess. Regardless of whether you stream it or not, whenever you get the chance to play the Honkai update, I hope you enjoy it. It's been interesting and fun. Oh, I mean, I've been playing a little bit before bed because I just, you know, played on my phone. But, man, yeah, Honkai is like a different kind of piece for me. It's got the classic appeal of like a old school JRPG, but with the like updated voice acting and cutscenes and anime graphics and just, I love it. It's really fun. It's really good shit. All the characters are oh my god, the amount of simping I do for my own team roster right now. I got an all-lady roster as well, like, come on. I'm laying on my son so I can't move. You're trapped forever. I'm pacing, watching, stream on my phone. I snagged my belt loop on a drawer pull and almost took myself to the ground. What is with me today? Oh my god. Vi, stand still! Protect yourself from yourself. Goose, what's good? Hello. This isn't boob sweat. You know what's really funny about you saying that, Goose? I had the target word prompt of boob sweat up on the screen this entire time without knowing until like 20 minutes into stream when someone pointed it out. Been having a low energy day because of allergy meds, but super happy to wind down with such a calm and chill stream. While I dissociate on Sims. Hell yeah, that sounds like a good way to just like start the weekend up. Hope that you enjoy that. Chat, are blue Takis worth it? In what way? What are you looking to get out of the Takis that would give it some sense of worth? I personally am not a huge fan of blue Takis, but I'll let the experts speak on this one. Welcome, Brosapang. It's not my favorite. I'll say that. I will say this, though. I am a little bit curious about... I saw these in the store the other day. They're Doritos, I think they're called Dinamitas. I don't really know what they are. I just saw the bag, and I was like, oh, man, now I kind of want... The gamer genetics within me woke up, and were like, it's Doritos branded. You should try it. And I was like, ah, fuck, okay. I guess I should try it. Ran out of pickles? Sad? Don't do that, okay? My advice to you, don't do that again. Wait, I just got a Mantis and a Princess Ladybug. Let's effing go. Those are two really good bug catches. Ani's gonna be so proud of me. No one's grabbing all this carpet moss. Don't mind if I do. Dinamita's very spicy. Ooh. See, that makes me curious because I love very spicy things. It tastes so good. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Yo, what's up, Cosmic Jules? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. Nice to have you here. Just doing some palia so people can get their final drops for the week. And then next week we get a brand new set of drops, which will be very fun. And I hope that people get to take full advantage of the Maji Market stuff for the Lunar New Year. Again, very cool. With all the sort of like Asian themes and inspirations in this game, it's very nice that they're given a nice sort of authentic nod to a really important time of the year. I'm a big fan. I should probably, now that I think about it, because I've been so determined to get the $60,000 plushie, I have not been focusing at all on like getting more like the Maji envelopes and stuff, and I should probably do that. I actually got the last of my drops this week not too long after I got into stream. Oh, nice. Cracked my neck so good I went into standby mode. See, that sounds like it's all part of the issue, though, of like you accidentally hurting yourself and your body like shutting down. Every time I see you write, Vi, I'm like, what accident happened this time? Wanting a plushie is so valid. Listen, even in real life, I'm a big plushie fan. Like, if you guys like ever are like, I want to send something to the Brian's P.O. box, send me plushies. They're cute. Ooh, another Cendopede. Get over here, Cendopede. Nice. Or Millipede, I guess. The devs really knew how to reset the economy with that Maji play. Oh, they really did. They said, economy creep here? No. My birth was an accident too, so... Bye! No! Listen, Vi, I was literally giving up, so, like, you know. I get it. Got a Build-A-Bear dragon from my mom? That's so cute. I haven't been to Build-A-Bear in a long time. But they have some, like, really cool Pokemon that I kind of want. So. That's so funny, Vi. I think I might actually make more money from bugs. Doing it this way. Good. Also now know the 3 things for your package. What the heck? It's very nice. I told Morgan last night, I was like, we keep forgetting to go to the P.O. box, so I'm so sorry to anyone who might have sent stuff to it. Those used to be really fun when like we got a lot of stuff in the P.O. box and I could open it on stream or on a YouTube video. If that picks up again this year, I'll start doing that. My youngest child just started singing the Doom song. Oh, hell yeah. Classic. One of my favorites. Buzzy jars and honey lures are easy money, like building them and then reselling them. And pretty much anything you craft in this game, including cooking stuff, like astronomically increases the amount of money you make. I'm just doing it this way to increase my bug catching rank because I am still only level 9. But whenever I decide to start actually min-maxing my economy, which in these games, you know, it's like the last thing I get to, I'll definitely be doing like a shit ton of just cooking basic recipes over and over and just selling a crap ton. For catching bug, yeah, I know that they like help lure in a bunch of stuff too, but I like running around, I like seeing the environments and just catching a bunch of shit. It is cool that they added lures though. I think that's a great, it's almost like an RPG buff, you know? It's a cool thing to add. The gold bars for the honey lures take a long time to make, but it's pretty good price turnaround if you get a fair number of bugs. Yeah, I have like more gold ore right now on my property than I know what to do with, so like definitely something I can get around to eventually. I realized that I've had 2 accidental incidents tonight and forgot to take my meds this morning, but my hair smells nice. I made you laugh, so I'm at a net gain right now. I'm glad that you look at it that way. I'm so sorry that you've had to go through so much tragedy tonight, though. I feel bad that you're dealing with all of that, but it's wonderful having you here, sharing everything going on, Vi. It's always so great when you're able to make a stream. I'm glad I was able to stream early enough for a bunch of, and the fact it's the weekend. I'm glad that a lot of people have had a chance to make it into the stream and hang out. I hope everyone's having a fun time and just chilling, just enjoying those last second drops for the weekend. All the good paleo vibes. I genuinely feel bad because it's like, all right, well, unless you're watching like another paleo streamer, which is fine, you know, like there's a ton of us right now doing drops, but like, unless you did that throughout the week and you relied on me for drops every time I was like, yeah, maybe we'll do paleo drops after I do like 2 hours of like infinite craft, and then I did like 5 hours of infinite craft. Sorry. I'll make like AWOL Nation and blame it on the ADHD, you know? Everybody deserves a play-by-play of my goings-on. I'm a delight. You like, genuinely you are. And I hope that you remember that always. I hope that if you're ever having a tough time, you remember there's lots of people who enjoy your company and enjoy the energy that you bring to spaces. I guess I could just catch, like, regular leaf hoppers now that I look at it. I do need to also, I just realized I have to make the upgraded bug pouch, too. Shit. That'd probably help. Good news, I went to my second hometown today and did not see any extended family other than the ones I went to go see. God, that's a win. That's a huge W, DK. I feel ya. Like, every time I go to my hometown to see my parents, I'm like, I better not see a single fucking person here that I recognize. I ended up getting my drops for this week, and I think you were the only paleo stream I watched, so it's possible. Okay, awesome. I'm glad I provided some opportunity, at the very least. Don't be nice to me, I'm allergic to it. Oh, I know you are! Who's to say that this isn't just like, you know, another misfortune that I'm just trying to pile on to the ongoing sequence that you're experiencing today? How do you know this isn't calculated? This isn't torment for you. Like that I'm not aware that it's torment for you, you know? I am aware. And I'm going to keep it up. So, there you go. If you don't know Vi in our community, by the way, Vi has been around for a long time. I've had the pleasure of getting to meet Vi multiple times at various events. I almost accidentally had Vi kicked out of one of my panels for making a joke about them being a security risk, which was kind of funny. But they're a very sweet, kind person. So, there you go. We can assassinate right back with the overwhelming compliments. I mean, Chad has tried many times. Canceled for doing math, yeah. Assassin, just like Infinite Craft. Yeah, my God. All the variables we got playing Infinite Craft last night were insane. I'm in a very happy mood. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that, CJ. Hell yeah. Love that for you. You deserve to feel that way. Look lovely tonight and every night. That's chat. Chat's always the ones who look so lovely. Always blown away by the beauty of this community, honestly. Super funny. I was like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna like mainline copper ore so I can just get up to 10k easy. Because I'll find more like gemstones and stuff, and now I'm taking twice as long to do anything because I'm bug catching. Just legitimately burst into tears. I've had such a hard month. It's so nice to hear something kind to say about me. Thank you, so sincere. What the heck? Well, I'm very, like, unironically very glad that I could offer some kindness towards someone who has only ever given me genuine and supportive energy throughout the entirety of my career. Someone who has, you know, been a very prominent part of our community over the years in a way that's meaningful and welcoming and really embodies sort of the type of person that I want to attract to the community I'm building. So, how's that, you know? Saturn, take care, get some good rest. Thanks so much for hanging out. Again, people who don't know, like, it's hard for me to forget people who are around a lot. Vi is someone who, I mean, you were a zygote when you started to be my fan back in the day. And having people, like, come out and support me at special events that I got to do, you know, panels, conventions, online events, stuff like that. I don't know. That sticks out forever. Like, those are memories that don't go away. People who have made a ton of, like, fan art of me, people who have done so many cool things for me over the years. Like, all of that sticks out forever. It never goes away from me. So, other villagers in hushed tones. Did humans ever sleep? One of them knocked on my door at 3 a.m., chatted me up, flirted with me, and then gave me a blueberry pie. Yeah. Yeah, the, when you look at it that way, the humans really are just like an invasive species in Kilima. Constantly, just constantly terrorizing just all the people who live here. I miss you. I hope we can meet up again sometime. I still consider those some of my favorite moments in my life. I love seeing you face to face and getting to talk to you. PAX South RIP will probably always be something incredibly special to me. PAX South was, I bring this up every time someone mentions PAX South, but I miss it because those of you who were not part of the PAX circuit, they did PAX West, which was originally like PAX Prime, like the main one that they started with in Seattle, which is a fantastic convention. But it's very, like, industry-based. It was mainly to gather a bunch of game devs and big game companies there. So, even though it has events to, like, meet creators and for, like, creators to meet fans or do panels or whatever, it tended to be a little bit more industry-sided. But then they added PAX East, which was in Boston, and that was, like, a little bit of a better mix where it's like, oh, yeah, it was, you know, we do these big events for the creators here. We also have, you know, a bunch of, like, cool new releases and game devs here. And it's still very industry-sided, but fit more stuff in for, like, creator interfacing. Then they added PAX South. And PAX South was in San Antonio, Texas, and it was one of my favorite conventions ever because it was a smaller convention hall, so there was way less walking. People weren't just, like, standing around getting exhausted all day. They had some, like, you know, merch and, like, gaming stuff, but it was, like, a lot less of it there than the other two. So the way that they filled the space was they had content creators do a lot of stuff. They, like, had, like, this entire, one of the building, or one of the rooms in the building, in the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center, was just for meeting fans. where you could set up an official meet and greet if you were one of the special guests at PAX, or you could just go and do like a casual like meetup with your fans. They had like lots of panels, stuff like that. And it was so great. I met literally hundreds of my fans at those, and everyone was so kind and so nice. I loved it. It really special memories to me. A lot of people are like, oh, PAX South, there's nothing to do. It was boring. And I'm like, no, those are some of the most personable moments I've ever had with any of my community. I will never forget those moments. They will stick out forever in one of the most special ways that any experience I've had will. So thank you to you, Vi, and anyone else who made it out to those back when those were happening. Like, incredible. Welcome back to Watch Mojo. In today's video, we're counting down the top 5 invasive species in Kilima. It's all 5 are humans. There's the Black Sheep Indie PopCon. Indie PopCon, for what it was, Indie PopCon was actually a really, really good convention. It's just the management of it was the big turnoff for me. It's not really an organization I want to work with again. The actual convention kind of was awesome, though. That was another one that was, like, just big enough that there was plenty of stuff there to draw in the general public, and people who had, you know, were fans of different things, like voice actors, comic books, video games, movies, TV shows, you name it. They had a good mix of, like, traditional celebrities and, like, content creators. And it gave me lots of opportunities to meet a ton of my fans. I loved going to that. Not a big fan of Indianapolis, but the actual convention itself kind of rocked. Because again, another one where I just had very special moments with people. So, I like it. I was at PAX South too, but I didn't get to meet anyone. I had a young child at the time, and they weren't having as much fun as I was. That's a bummer. I'm so sorry. I always felt bad for anyone who brought their kids, and their kids didn't understand the overwhelming number of people and the amount of noise going on all the time. What's pretty wild is I remember there was a PAX West I went to years ago where a lot of the people in the line to meet me were parents, and they brought their kids to meet me as well. And either their kids were fans of me or the parent was fans with me, and they were like, do you want to meet my baby? And I'd be like, oh, wait, what, you brought your kid to meet me? That's so sweet. What the hell? And some of the very wholesome stuff. Like, truly. I love it. We talked to you for so long, we almost made you miss dinner play. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had, like, dinner reservations on the boardwalk, or on the Riverwalk. And, because I got to do... That was such a special signing, because I got to help set that up. And as soon as my handler found out that I was trying to set up a meet and greet in that convention hall, they were like all hands on deck, red alert, mad at me. Because they were like, Brian, you cannot just do that. It's a security risk, and there's just too many fans here. There's no safe way for you to just set this up yourself. And I was like, yeah, but I just want to do this. And they were like, let us help you set it up. And then they set aside like space in the actual official signing hall for us to do that as a community. But it was nice because I didn't have a handler there that like forced people through like an assembly line. And I got to just talk to you all for as long as I wanted. And so the crew that stuck around afterwards, I just got to talk to all of you for like, what was that? Like 45 minutes, an hour, something like great. Like that. It was like so many awesome memories like that will live forever in me. Like truly, that so special. Like, truly, truly, truly so special to be a part of that. I loved it. Cute moments. But I am so glad that, like, it was awesome that they provided actual, like, security without having it be run by, like, official PAX security was there. But like, they weren't running the signing, so I got to be like, haha, I get to talk to each fan for, like, however long I want. Instead of getting 60 seconds exactly with every person, which is a nightmare to try to fucking do. Makes me feel bad. And then... the other thing was the moment I remember that. What was that, like, Vi or anyone who was at that PAX? Was that PAX 2017, PAX South 2017 or 2018? That was the very first time I remember feeling like, oh, holy shit. Like, not only are my fans here for me, but there's like Like, the handlers know who I am because I'm basically like a security risk if I go, like, walk around the show floor without them, in their mind. January 2018. Oh, my God. Yeah. That was, like, the first time I was like, oh, cool. This is really neat. I can't believe how many, like, fans actually want to meet me. Like, more than 10 people know who the fuck I am. It's very, very cool. Hey, bud, do you want to get fucking caught by a smoke bomb? There we go. Thank you. Sometimes it just takes a bit of yelling. I had to be more direct. The stag beetle didn't understand what I was trying to communicate. That was on me. Bad communication skills. If I had someone walk up and just throw like 18 smoke bombs in my face, I wouldn't expect that they would want me to pass out and be captured by them either. You know? So, gotta love being a security risk. It was wild. I got like yelled at by PAX security at one of the PAX Easts because I left the green room where they had, you know, like me and Ethan and Mark and Sean and whoever else was there. I left the green room to get a hot dog. So I was like, I slipped out for 8 minutes to go like get a hot dog. And in that 8 minutes, I got stopped by like 3 fans, which was great that I got to say hi to them. But they were like, where were you? Where did you go? Why did you do that? Without like security detail. I was like, I'm fucking, went to get a hot dog, dude. Chill. I was still 19 years old. Oh my God. Don't say those words. That's wild. That's like genuinely kind of wild. That was around when I originally joined the community. He wanted a hot, yeah, he wanted a hot dog real. All I wanted was a quick like $9 convention hot dog. And then they were like, you're not allowed. I was like, guys, I'm not like a Ethan or a Mark. Like, it's fine. And they were like, oh, you had 200 people in your signing line. Like, what would happen if all 200 people, like, found out you were on the convention floor? And I was like, it's not the way it works, but I appreciate it. Appreciate your thoughts. Thanks for making me feel important and special. Having the strictest parents ever, rabid fans could have ripped you to shreds. Yeah. What are you doing out on the convention floor without mace? That's not what they said, but just keep in mind, who knows? Maybe I could be packing some mace. I could be. You guys are running up on me. You could get sprayed with pepper spray. You have no idea. Yo, what's up, Antichrist Bear? Hello, hi. Thought Brian was One Direction. I mean, to be fair, that was probably the height of my popularity. It's like my signings would cap in like 3 minutes, which was, I don't think would happen now. I think like maybe now would be the time like 20 people would show up if I did a signing. But back then it was like, I kind of understand where they were coming from, because a lot of my friends had that issue for sure. I have spaghetti. Oh, spaghetti. And I'm here for the goodbye. Enjoy your spaghetti. Oh my gosh. Good news, I'm chowing down on a bag of puffcorn. Oh, yum. Morgan loves that as a snack. Or used to. She hasn't gotten it in a while, but it used to be one of her go-tos. For sure. I think I want to keep like the cooking stuff so that I can make more shit for Reth. He's into cooking. Yeah, there we go. Now that's a nice inventory, baby. Oh. It's not a nice inventory, baby, because I forgot what I was doing for a brief moment. I don't know how that happens so often. All right. Pescetti. Hey, pescetti. Pescetti. You're so right for that, Alexis. I think like every 3-year-old probably said it that way, right? Pescetti. I literally just forgot what the hell I was about to do. I don't know if anyone saw like the click in my face. Or just immediately went, why am I heading back to my plot? There's something to do here that I was going to do. I made the smoke bombs. What the fuck was I talking about? What was I doing? What was I doing in this game? I'm making money. I'm only like 5K away from the plushie. But what the hell was I doing? Speaking of three-year-olds, my niece is turning 10 this year. Remember when she used to call you a bagel? I do. That's crazy. That's so cute, though. My kid used to say Pescetti when he was a toddler. Oh. I always think about the lazy villagers in Animal Crossing when you invite them to your island saying, I haven't been this happy since I found out what Pescetti was. Oh. That's so funny. I gotta... Oh, okay, wait. Yeah. Okay, I was trying to look up... Wait, oh, I was gonna up... Okay, I know what I'm doing. I have to upgrade my, my bug belt. I had the materials for it the whole time. Why didn't I do that before? What the hell? To the all the way up to the exquisite? Oh, let's go, baby. Top level. Top level bug belt. Oh, hell yeah. I have stones in my inventory. Shit. Oh, and I was going to drop off the basket, and, oh yeah, I was going to look up how to make the Supreme Bug Bombs. That's the one. On his sweater, Mom's Pescetti, yeah. My niece is turning 11. She's getting closer to being a teenager. Oh my god. That is wild. Because Morgan and her brother are so far apart in age, one of Morgan's nieces is in her 20s. Which is insane. Actually, both nieces are in their 20s now, I think, which is crazy. Oh, God. My oldest niece is turning 17. I'm not prepared. Time is a flat circle. It starts moving very quickly. Okay, we needed silk. Regular pearls. That's what it is. I need regular pearls, so I do need to go back to Bahari anyway to get pearls. It's like the movie, Pearl. Possibly unpopular opinion, but I actually was a slightly bigger fan of X than Pearl. If we're talking horror movie-wise. Aren't all circles flat? If they had dimension, they'd be spheres. Hey, I'm just saying what I see, okay? I've seen that saying before. You've seen that saying. We've all seen that saying. Alright. So back to Bahari I go. I should actually, now that I think about it. No. Stop it. Shut the hell up, me. I have to stay on task. If I start getting off task, if you do not see me catching bugs, mining pallium or iron, or trying to get oysters for pearls, then remind me to stay on task. We are in the final stretch of the plushie. I cannot afford to get distracted by stupid other random just running around parkouring or like tasks that are unrelated to those things I just named. I need to get this stupid plushie. I have like $5,000. That's it left to go. Oh my god. Don't stay on task, Nettles. Hello, hi. Very helpful. Depends on how you introduce the dimensionality. If you... Depends on how you introduce the dimensionality. If you rotate it, you get a sphere, but you can also extrude the surface outward and get a cylinder. That is actually true. Thank you, Goose. I think my nephew is turning 16 or 17. My niece is turning 13 or 14. Wild. Welcome to oldness, everybody. Enjoy your time here. It's actually not too bad. Listen. I raised a ton of you. Those who are the old school people who I'm like pointing out and like, you guys mean so much to me as far as like your support goes and being a part of the community. I've known some of you for a very long time. And I appreciate you. Either way, all circles are flat. They're teenagers. When did this happen? Oh no, the teenagers. They're multiplying. No. One of my little cousins I used to babysit as a teenager. Now it's insane. Yeah, when Morgan and I first started dating, obviously we were like, you know, full-blown adults. And a lot of my cousins were babies at the time, like really young. And so like to me, it's like not a huge deal. But, like, to them, you know, to me, it's like, yeah, like, Morgan and I have just changed with time regularly. But to them, they're like, oh, my God, this, like, adult has been around in my life forever. Like, always, since I could remember. And it's that way for her younger niece as well. It's like, I met her younger niece when she was, like, 6, I think. And so, like, that's kind of weird. I've just, like, always been there as, like, a you know, a adult relative figure in some ways. So, to be fair, instead of telling you not to stay on task, I almost said, task these nuts. I mean, that would have fit in here, Nettles. That would have just felt like you, naturally. I haven't seen them in person since my brother's wedding in 2017. They were still small children. That's also really weird about, like, you know, a lot of travel slowed down a bit because of everything that happened at the start of 2020. And it's really weird to think about, like, all the people I haven't seen for years and, like, thinking about, like, kids who've grown up and changed. So weird. Genuinely. Depending on how long you remain a content creator, you could one day have been in my life longer than my actual dad. Ooh, wow. That's a new one. There's so many layers to that statement that I could have commentary for. I do hope, here's my big thing, and I talk about this with the community a lot, and I have for years, but like, I hope that I'm providing like a pretty positive example for the world. Like at the end of the day, I'm just me. It's not like I'm trying to be a fucking superhero or anything, but like, I hope that by me just being me and like me being like openly and proudly myself, people, you know, have had like a positive experience as part of this community and taken something good away from it. I was a preschool teacher, and my first class I ever taught are all in middle school, almost in high school. That's wild, yeah. I mean, it's like I talk about this all the time with the people who've been here for a while. It's like, so some of the people who started watching me were like, oh, I'm in high school. Now they're like, I'm graduating college. I just got like my first post-grad job. Like, things like that, and that's so fucking weird. Because I've been doing this forever. Remember when my cousin who was born when I was 8 turned 8 herself and feeling that mind-blown moment? But it's worse now because my cousin who was born when I was in high school is in high school, yeah. Starts accelerating, you start piecing together little coincidences, like, not coincidences, but like the passage of time. It's just more noticeable as you get older, like that. It's wild. Watching YouTube since 2011, there are starting to be content creators that I've watched for half my life, but I've been watching you for about 7 years from the end of high school. All of college through a panini to now. That's wild. Yeah, Brookie, I appreciate that a lot, like, truly. It's just a massive amount of time to, like, hang out and just, like, be part of something. Like, thank you. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be a content creator either, also. Who knows? They're watching as a freshman in high school, and I'm a freshman in college. Crazy. That's just crazy. Started my job shortly before we met for the first time, and this year I will have been there for 7 years. Oh my god, I really very vividly remember you starting that job. If you tell them about it, they're like, cool story, old. Yeah. And that's how I know they're from that era of my content. It's like anyone from like the pre-2020 era of my content always does that type of shit to me, and I'm just like, old school, man. Old school. I brought up before, and I'll bring it up again. I thought my car was new. Fourth graders I was a TA for were literally younger than my car, and it was purchased when I was their age. Wild. Yeah, happens. I think Morgan and my car that we share is like 16 years old now, which is fucking insane. Eventually, we'll have to get a new one. Not looking forward to that, but it's an inevitability. But it's held up pretty damn well, I gotta say. Where'd that bug go? You weren't the bug I was looking for. Oh well, I'll catch you anyway. Hell yeah. Started watching as an adult who had not been to college, and now I'm an adult who once dropped out of college. It's wild, like, when you look back, like, this is true for any stretch of time doing anything, but, like, actually being able to be like, look at all these, like, life milestones or events that happen, like, during this other period of time is always, like, fascinating to look back on. I dig it. My car turns 20 this year. Damn, yeah. That means one last required emission test. There we go. 20. Wild, wild. I mean, trying to think of, my favorite car I ever had was a Honda Accord station wagon. That was from, I think, like 1994. I had bought it used when I was in Florida. But god damn it, that thing was awesome. But it was so ancient. And I was in Florida in, what year was that? 2007, I think. So it was already like a 13-year-old car. It was wild at the time. I have a, but it was a relic because it was like from the 90s. 1973 Challenger? Damn. Turned 50 last year. That is crazy. That is actually very, very crazy. Mark was a formative force in, Mark has been around in a very prominent capacity for so long, so that doesn't surprise me at all when someone says that here. He's been around for just like such a long time doing what he does. Oh yeah, I got a fairy mantis. Oh hell yeah. Super weird. One of the things that will happen a lot is people will come here. Like, it happens here every now and then, but it mainly happens in other people's, like, comment sections or whatever. It's like when Ethan and I did the pizza video, or even sometimes when I, like, stop by Ethan's Twitch chat, I'll always have people who will be like, oh, shit, like, Ryan, you know, it's been a while since, like, I've watched your stuff, but, like, oh, my God, I remember you. Like, you were a YouTuber I watched, like, in the early years that, like, really helped me get through high school or whatever. And I've been having more and more people, like, bring that up lately, and it's been really nice. It's been, like, I hope it's, like, a sign that I've done things right over the years. I did them my way. That's for sure. Which is partially why, you know, I don't really do too many trending things. You guys just see me sort of strike out in my own direction. I'm very, very staunchly in my own energy and my own flow. My first car was a 97. A couple years older than me and already 20 when I got it. Damn. She served me well for 14 years until I got into an accident, totally wrecked it in the front, and I couldn't afford fixing it, and all the parts were out of date and hard to find. That's always such a bummer when that kind of thing happens. So sorry that happened to it. Especially if it was, like, you know, special. Certainly going to be the highlight of my late 20s. Oh, God, I hope not. Please go, literally go watch Ashley, Kat, Mika, Chris Melberger. Listen, I'm not even in, like, my home territory. Like, yeah, I've been focusing on streaming a lot the past few years, but, like, I'm still pretty much... I have much more lineage on the YouTube side of things. That's where my real bread and butter was for a long time, back when I had any semblance of relevancy. Thank you for the support. All of you are very kind. I really hope that, really hope that I can continue to, you know, set a good example, make entertaining content, be a good place where people can kick back and know sort of what to expect from the content and vibe with it and have fun, laugh, name it. 4 not 14? Oh, God. Yeah, those are very big differences. What the hell? Oh, where'd that bug go? Oh, it went through the cliffside. That's so annoying. I thought it did from the sound. Boo, boo. I have a 52 Ford tractor I still use for normal tractor things that halfway runs. Damn. Relic. I mean, hey, machines, if you keep them in good working order, you know, you do maintenance, you replace parts, you don't put unnecessary wear and tear on them, they can last for a damn long time. You know? Forgot to share my good news? I mean, you can share it whenever you want. The bug is a magician. He is specialty is disappearing. Apparently, he like glitched through the cliffside. I hate when they do that. Don't even give me the opportunity to throw and miss. You know? Come on now. Driving my car 14 years since 2017. I'm from the future. I came from the year 2031. Oh my God. Marty McFly. Yeah, good news time is all the time. Exactly. Every now and then, like, if we're in the middle of, like, a topic, especially near the beginning of stream, like, I might not read it always, but... Not grounded nettles? Thank you very much for the $3. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you very, very much for supporting the stream and what I do. That said, I don't know, I don't remember ever ungrounding you, so I think that that's a bit misleading. Thank you very much for supporting everything. Okay. Those don't sell for a lot. Shit. Maybe I should just go back and catch, like, the spine shell crabs or whatever. The snails. Mega grounded? Oh, yeah. Nettles, you're mega grounded. I think next year might be the 10-year anniversary of when I started watching videos. That's so crazy. Stop saying words for a little bit, though. It's such a long time. Oh, my God. That's so wild. How? How fast time flies by. My friend downloaded palia yesterday, and when I hopped on a call to play together, they were yelling, "How do I catch bugs? I've seen every bug." Well, did you help teach them? I hope they were eventually able to do the things they wanted to do in the game. Oh my God, I'm so damn close to leveling up to level 10 bug catching too. This is huge. This is gigantic. Started watching your videos when, oh my God. You started with Girbeagly reads? No way. That wasn't even like the meat and potatoes of my content at the time. That's actually kind of funny. You're bad at catching bugs? Hey, no shame in it. They're kind of tricky. I find it's a lot easier with mouse and keyboard. It's kind of hard with like the switch controls if you're trying to do it with that. Oh, what the heck, Brookie? I'm so glad. I'm glad that Morgan and I can both provide like cozy vibes for people. It's kind of all we've ever done. Like obviously, like I was a little bit more chaotic, like in my my like mid 2010s Let's Play, like late 2010s Let's Play sort of vibe that I did for years. But overall, you know, I just try to big chill. That's all. Bing chillin'. Level 10! Let's go! Still need to get enough money, though. Hell yeah, though. That's a big one. Honestly, don't think I ever watched you on YouTube prior to finding you on Twitch. I'm on Twitch so much. I mean, that's fair. But I am very, very flattered. I think, like, that's sort of the point that I was kind of trying to make earlier. That there are people who stuck by, like, what I was doing and, like, supported me. Even when I started changing things up a little bit more and not being on YouTube as often. And started doing Twitch. And also just changing, like, I don't know, what I talk about. Like, how confident I am in, you know, presenting who I am. And the this sort of community that I'm trying to, like, very deliberately foster. Like, that kind of stuff, people have stuck through, like, all the change and been able to change with it. And, like, no shade to people who left when I started changing. That just is the way things go. You're not always going to, like, vibe with, you know, what people decide to do. But it makes it, like, mean a lot that there are so many of you who came over from YouTube originally. Truly. Yo, heating pad with vibration mode. That's good. Some dope stuff. Oh yeah, I hope that helps you out. Some good stuff. Heating pads with vibration mode are amazing. They're great for back pain. Yeah, I gotta, I think we have a heating pad that, I don't know where it is. But like, Morgan's been having bad back pain. Maybe we should bust that out again. Depending on the VODs and playthroughs, it varies on which one I can just put on in the background and work with. Like, if it's just chatting stream versus a playthrough of a movie like Game, I feel like I have to have it. Yeah. There's some you can zone out with, some that, like, take a little bit more active paying attention to stuff. For sure. It's why, like, it's cool, you know, this type of game, you know, palia, any open world, any life sim, people can sort of just vibe with it in the background. But it's why I've really enjoyed getting back into adventure games. And this is, like, again, no shade to anybody. I know that everyone has limited spoons throughout a day or a week or whatever. But, like, I love playing adventure games because a lot of you guys get way more involved in chat. You get involved with the characters. You get involved with the plot. You're excited to see what happens next. You know, you like the music or the graphics or the cutscenes or whatever. I love doing that. It's like one of my favorite things to do with the community is like go on little adventures that like mean something to all of us or are interesting to all of us. So yeah. Could use a little heating pad right now. Yeah. Actually sounds great for me too. I've been having like a little bit of pain in my lower back recently. I think I knew of you in the olden days, then quit watching everything, then found your Twitch from Ethan, and you can't get rid of me. Well, thank you for being here, DK. That's really nice of you. Yeah, a lot of people, again, like in the pizza video that Ethan and I did, they were like, "Oh my God, it's been so long since Brian and Ethan made a video together like this." Like, you know, my favorite two people together. It's like obviously we got a lot of inactive people in this community now. Like, the follower count is never going to match up with, like, the view count of anyone online. That's just not how it ever works. It's always going to be a small fraction of that. People come and go as they please type of thing. But I will say this. I'm, like, heavily aware that a majority of, like, my followers came from, you know, Mark shouting me out and Ethan shouting me out and both of them, like, collabing with me and things like that. I'll always be grateful for that kind of thing. But I'd like to think that a lot of the community that I'm, like, building now, regardless of if you remember me from those days or not, like, I feel like there's, like, a little bit more of, like, a transparent, less curated and less manicured sort of approach I have to content and just, like, being a public figure in general. And I hope that that's something that, as you've grown and matured as people, like, makes sense and is, I don't know, it's just how I'm going to be. It's how I'm always going to be. So, Usually I use my heated blanket, but today I actually iced my back. I'm surprised it actually felt good. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, no, icing also works sometimes, depending on like what types of pains you're experiencing. For sure. So, one time my back pain got real bad. I put on my TENS unit, then laid it on the vibrating heat pad. Peak moment in my life, I think. Nice. So love that I followed your Twitch from an Ethan raid and he raided in when you already ended. That sounds about Ethan. That sounds about Ethan. Him and I have so many stories and goofy moments and are unbelievably familiar with each other's mannerisms like that. That is probably the most Ethan thing that he could have done. Just not checking. Streamception was your intro to me? Oh, damn. Absolute chaos. Peak chaos. I would, again... Whoa! Rainbow tip butterfly? That's a really good fucking catch right there. I got the bronze bug catching trophy. Oh, hell yeah. It's dope. That's a good bug. Oh, yeah. I finally tuned into a stream during Getting Over It Chaos during St. Jude month. Yeah. I remember, God, Brookie, you were so supportive during those, like, super late night streams, I remember. Because it was the same year I played I Am Bread. Oh, my God. I played I Am Bread till, like, 4 in the morning that one year for St. Jude. And there were only a few people left in chat. I think there was, like, 30 people left in chat. After we'd had, like, you know, like 100 or something all day. Because it was just so late at night. And, like, everyone... I was sitting there. I was losing my mind. I was screaming. I was freaking out because of how frustrating that game is. And, like, you were rooting me on. And the other people who were there were rooting me on a ton. It was great. Ethan, it was the first stream you saw was a St. Jude stream. St. Jude was like one of the #1 ways people discovered me. I mean, it still kind of is. It's like whenever we do the marathon stuff over, you know, each May, I'm probably going to be doing it a little bit differently this year as a heads up. But every time I do St. Jude, tons of people discover me from it. It's kind of awesome. Yes, the Brett. No, that game fucking is atrocious. Been looking for that butterfly. It's a great... I mean, I think that might be the first time I caught it, even. I've tried many times to get the rare bugs, but with no luck. It's hard because they're out in certain areas at certain times of day. Mine was Night in the Woods, and I was like, he's kind of familiar. Now you will never escape the Oklahoma awareness. I mean, that's a trade-off I can live with. I mean, Night in the Woods is a fantastic way to have been introduced to me just because, like, that's my whole vibe. I love Night in the Woods. I love those types of games. That's my shit right there. And then, like you said, if you already knew me because of Ethan back in the day, that's great. It's been some good times. It's been kind of great. If I remember correctly, I found you because I was specifically looking for horror story reading videos, and the algorithm was way different 9 years ago. It certainly fucking was. My God. I watched 1 or 2 of those from you and then started in on your amnesia videos and then just never really left. Started watching you on Twitch a couple years later. Here I am. God, amnesia. Oh, God, that game. That is so old school. Thanks for sticking around so long, bye. Like, truly. Yo, what's up, Beans82? How we doing? Good to see you here. Rated with the Kit Club marked it. Yeah! That was actually so great. Yeah, I was opening up Pokemon card packs when I was, I think I was doing, like, Girbeagly Speaks was, I think for Able Gamers. Where I talked in the Girbeagly voice the entire stream, and Mark rated in with, like, 3,000 people. That was crazy. That was really fun, though. Super, super fun. No! Come back. Yeah, Cerulean Cicada. Those guys are, wait, those guys are only worth 60? That's not good. Life is Strange seems right. Oh, man. Wow, yeah, that's old school, too. Hell yeah. Oklahoma awareness. Why is it so cold? Is it cold in Oklahoma right now? Damn. I don't know. Gotta go roll around in the fields. When was the original 5G tower? Oh God. That like the was that our community Minecraft server I did that? Or was that the first Neat Dude community server? Fuck, I don't remember. I watched you play Tomb Raider, I got hooked. Well, I promise you this year we will finish the trilogy. We'll do Shadow of the Tomb Raider sometime later this year. I've been sitting on it for a while. Especially after watching the Clips compilation and just how many clips from the Clips compilation from 2023 were from the Rise of the Tomb Raider game. Oh my God, we gotta get back to that shit. It's so funny. Truly. I'm not rolling around my field. The grass is dead and it hurts. No fair. Dry grass, like especially like dry like field grass, where it's like crabgrass or whatever, and like slices you up and hurts. That sucks. It's like blades. I think it was Neat Dude, the original 5G. I think you're right. I think it was the first Neat Dude Minecraft server we did before the SMP. I think that's when I started watching you more, but I'm coming around in my 36-month resub, so I think it was around. Yeah, that would have been the first Neat Dude Minecraft that we did, and then when we did the SMP more recently, like that was obviously the 6G tower, the evolution. That was really fun. All right, here's a question too. Crabgrass, crab milk. Yeah, 5G tower was Neat Dude. Awesome. Vi, get some good rest. Thank you so much for hanging out. Like, truly. Thank you so, so much. I'm glad I was able to stream early enough for you to make it for a bit. The grass has crabs? Yeah, watch out. Don't roll around too much. You never know, like, what's going to get you with its little pinchers. Brian's Minecraft servers predated the Upside Down Pyramid. Yeah. Oh, that's true, because I had the cat house that, like, people kept breaking into. Because Lav ran that server, and they would just put, like, the cursed fucking artwork all over my walls. So I'd just spawn in, and there'd be, like, a picture of my face, like, stretched out, like, over 3 walls. And then, like, my cats had been, like, moved. Yo, what's up, Georgie? Welcome to the stream. I was thinking about this, chat. I know a bunch of you are going to say yes right off the bat, but I'm going to have to, like, figure out the logistics. I've been getting an itch. What if I set up another community Minecraft server? I've been getting the itch. My first time back on Twitch since 2015, I went to watch one of Ethan's streams for 10 minutes, and he raided over here to a Pokemon card opening. Oh my God. Wow. That far back. Wow, Firefly, thank you for sticking around so long. Please? Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Yo, Kenny, what the heck? Thanks so much for the bits, man. Appreciate that. Hope you're having a good weekend. We start a poll. Okay. 1 minute to vote. Use your democratic right to vote on this. You have yeah, or you have don't care. Don't care is like, I probably wouldn't play on it, which is fine. Or like, I guess it would be like if you're not really into it. More of that. There you go. Go ahead and vote. Doesn't really matter. I mean, if you're not into it, you're not into it. It is what it is. You might not watch those streams, but depending on how a majority of people are feeling about it, we'll see. Breaking Lurk, I would join that so quick. The community Minecraft server is a lot for the mods and has a natural lifespan, dying down over time, but I love one to enjoy while I can. Yeah, that's always what ends up happening, is it's always the understanding that it's going to be a finite thing. I know that the old mod team got a little bit overwhelmed by sort of people being demanding and pushy about it. They're like, oh, the server's running laggy, like, do something about it, mods. And it's like, I mean, it's outside of their control half the time. But as long as we can agree to, like, not be, you know, I mean, not that I expect anyone to be shitty about it, but, like, just be mindful as possible that it would be a free thing that we offer the community. That would be, like, the understanding there with it. Although, I mean, that's partially, like, why people used to donate and stuff, is so that we could, like, run that Minecraft server and do, like, the hosting of movies for, like, movie nights and things like that. So, I'm good. Just finished hanging with some friends, printing out an audition script for that cat game we wanted to go for. I think I'm actually probably going to skip out on that audition, but good luck, man. I just don't have faith in my British or European accents, and those characters require that. So I think I'm probably gonna, but I hope that you do well with it. Good luck with it. I just got another audition the other day that I have to actually do tomorrow, which will be very fun. So I'm not sweating that I won't be able to do that game, but that's something I gotta go. Yeah, there's one for Scott. Yeah, I'm not. That's even worse than my British accent. I'm not confident enough in my accents, unless they sound native. The prompt basically was like, unless your accent sounds native, the dev is not going to be into it. And I was like, yeah, I got to go take an accent class. It's been a while. I haven't taken like an accent, like voice acting type thing in, God, since like college. So I got to get back into doing that thing. But good luck. Seriously. I would download Minecraft and mostly just see what cursed things the community would make. Oh, yeah. I mean, people would definitely make some cursed shit, because they normally do. But it'd be kind of fun, having a Minecraft world. It'd be neat. We'll be the neat dude voice actors. I mean, it's the dream, man. I mean, you're already in something, right? I'm already in something. We're already the neat dude voice actors. Does a Minecraft server cost money? Yeah, to host it. I would have to do it through like Shockbyte or whatever other hosting. I'd do the research and do it. But like, we'd have to figure out like which ones we'd be able to have compatible with mods and which ones would be like affordable to do month after month. I think the one that we were running, so like in 2020 when we were running one, or like 2021, I was making enough money from Twitch that the one that we ran on, I'm pretty sure was like $30 a month. So like, you know, spending a few $100s a year on that wasn't like a big thing. But yeah, I'd be shopping around for it, figure out which ones I'd feel comfortable hosting on and whatnot. So yeah. But yeah, maybe not then. I mean, no, I mean, it probably wouldn't be like the world's biggest like financial commitment, if I'm going to be honest. There's some really affordable Minecraft hosting services out there. It just between the amount of time commitment and research that would have to be done to make sure that we could run it smoothly and have proper safety protocol there, so that like people aren't just like inviting a bunch of fucking random strangers to it or sharing the IP, and keeping it just to our community would be really important to me. So we'd have like a whitelist and things like that for it. But yeah, the financial cost itself, that shouldn't be like the biggest issue. I would probably need a little bit of help from the community, but like nothing crazy, you know? But yeah. That's my thing. That is my thing. Also, for those who are curious about what Kenny was talking about, there was an open casting call for, I forgot the name of the fucking game, but it looked really interesting. The studio who's doing the casting call followed me, and then like the dev studio that's hosting the casting call wanted me to try out, but I looked at the prompt today and it was like natural Scottish accent. And here's the thing. Every fucking person out there in the entire world I'm sure some of you even are like, oh, I have such a good Scottish accent. I have such a good British accent. And I'm like, you and your friends and your mom definitely think that about you. And that's great that you feel that way. But there's a very big difference between, like, this is my funny Scottish accent I put on sometimes when I want to imitate Craig Ferguson, and, like, a natural-sounding one. And casting directors will notice. So, for me, it was one of those moments I was like, hey, I'm going to step back. I'm going to step back and I'll bow out of this audition. It's okay. There's plenty more for me to take. And the thing is, for me, it's not like, oh, I'm not good enough to do that. It's that's something that I want to provide the best quality and also not, like, you know, eliminate my chances of working with that dev or that studio again. And I want to go and actually, like, do some accent coaching again and get some more confidence in it. Sound like I'm a native of Scottish or something like that. But yeah, it's super funny because I've had the opportunity to sit on the opposite side a lot of try Australian. No. My Australian is for silly vocal stems, and that's it. I do not have a good Australian accent either. But there was when it comes to, it's very different when you're like, oh, hey, I did this funny accent, and someone's like, that was a really good accent. Wow, I thought you were from that place. And then someone who's like, oh, yeah, by the way, we're actually a European dev studio with, like, people who have those natural accents, and a casting director that's going to be incredibly nitpicky about whether or not you said that one word right. So I was like, yeah, I don't even want to fucking put myself out there and, like, hurt my chances of working with these people again. So I am not going for that one. So little insight into voice acting for any of you who are ever curious about what it takes to become, like, a British accent in a role or something. And some of them are more lenient. And to be fair, a lot of the times it's because they're like, yeah, so we have, like, an American casting director working with this Japanese studio, and this one character is British, and so we just need any white person to do as close of an approximation to a British accent as possible. And in those cases, sometimes you can get away with it, but when it's like the dev studio themselves are like, we need the authentic accent, I'm like, no, I will absolutely 100% botch that. So, like, even with my very best British accent, which, sure, it's passable to a stranger or someone out there, casting director is going to rip me in half for it. So that's my call on that. Just as a heads up, sometimes it's okay to back away from auditions if you're not fully coached or prepped. This is a different world. Also, yeah, Talia, the Minecraft servers, yeah, they did cost money. So that one that everyone was playing on a few years ago was about 30-something bucks a month. And then the movie nights that we were hosting, the program we were using back then cost money, but I think that there's, like, a couple sites that the current mod team's using that help us host those without that much financial strain. Don't quote me on that one. What people used to do back in the day is they would donate money to Lab's PayPal to allow Lab to continue to host those things. So that was what I would do, is, like, you know, I'd make money from streaming, turn around, I'd chip in, give Lab some money to run it for a few months at a time. And that's just how we did things. But I think now, like, it might be easier. We might be able to figure it out. Yeah, we all think we can do it, but it's not easy at all. Exactly, Buid. It's so funny. Like, people are like, oh, yeah, I think I have this thing. Are you from that place? Probably not. You really think that? That's great. I'm glad you have that self-confidence. You step into a recording booth with someone from Scotland who is the casting director of a project, and they may or may not laugh you out of the booth. That's a big part of it. For me, like I said, I've had the opportunity to listen to a lot of auditions in my life from other people. And there are so many people with that level of confidence who it's like, oh, we're casting for like a British accent. And I will listen to their auditions and I'll go, even I can tell that this isn't it. This is not it. They need to work on their actual acting first before they even work on an accent. Like, holy shit. It's interesting. That was really nice of y'all to put that together. Hey, it was during a time where the community was really, really thriving, and I wanted to spread that amongst the community as much as I could when it came to like group activities like the Minecraft server and whatever. British is very hard to do because of all the different area accents. It's so hard to stay in just one when you're not native. Yeah, and that's the other thing is like dialect bleed. Oh my god, the number of fucking people who are like, I'm really good at a British accent or a Scottish accent or an Irish accent or whatever. And I'll hear them and I'll go, you just combined like, you think you are. And I'm so glad, again, you have that level of confidence. I'm so glad your mom or like your friends on Discord when you are zoning out together and vocal stimming are like, wow, your accent's so great. But you just did like 4 different regional dialects in one sentence. That's not how that works. I got here because of Morgan. She's awesome, and so are you. What the heck? That's so kind of you to say. Thank you for supporting my wonderful partner. I would not be here. I would not have the level of success I've had over the years if it wasn't for Morgan doing her best to keep me sane. Someone from the Midwest, I generally don't think I could mimic a Midwestern accent. My dad, being a New Jersey native, really shaped my speech patterns. Yeah, that'll do that. Listen, the East Coast, if you're from like Jersey or New York, this accent, it sucks having a Rochester accent. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of Rochester pride, but oh my god. The amount of fucking work I have to do in auditions to not pronounce words like a Rochesterian. Know that I've worked very hard for every role I've gotten. It overrides a lot. I have a longtime friend who does voice acting. He does do a British accent, but he has worked on it for years. Exactly. It literally takes like years of coaching. So for me, it was one of those things where like, I'm glad this is an open casting call. There's a very good chance that even if people like try and fail spectacularly, it's going to be handled very casually and people aren't going to like blacklist them or anything or be like, oh, you know, they didn't listen to the prompt asking for authentic accents or coached accents. Who just like walked off the street and went, here, I'm good at imitating accents, because again, everyone thinks they fucking are. So there's a good chance they won't get like blackballed, but for me, it's like it's not even worth my time to prep a whole audition to know that it's gonna get thrown out. No. Minecraft server is how I got deeply into this community and turned it from a space where I kind of hung out to my found family. Oh. Bree, I'm so glad. So, again, like, if I do end up doing another community Minecraft server, like, I know people like you are going to really enjoy it. So, that's something that I'd love to bring that level of joy and, like, make that central to this community again. So, thank you for your input, Bree. That's really kind. Still takes more jobs in American accent. Yeah, Ren, that's the thing is, like, if you can get jobs with neutral accent or no preferred accent, oh, my God. Those are the best ones. Those are my favorite audition sides to read. Princey Alex, good luck with the typing, but hello, hi, welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you here. Sorry, I'm missing some messages here. I'm really appreciative of everyone hanging out. Hopefully you're enjoying your time here, everyone. But just a little bit of insight. This is not me trying to gatekeep or be mean or anything like that about voice acting. It's more of, I do not want people who are younger voice actors or aspiring voice actors, or if you're like, ooh, I've always been curious, or like, Brian, you've inspired me to get into voice acting. I don't want you to jump into the deep end. You don't have to do it that way. It feels like, oh, I got to catch up to all these industry vets. You know what they're talking about. I need to do X, Y, and Z. I need to be shooting my shot at every opportunity that comes my way. Do not do that. Please do not fucking do that. I promise you, voice acting is a very different thing than going to an open casting call in LA where you line up with 400 of the same looking person all trying to get the one role for like this open casting call thing in Studio City. voice acting is a lot more curated. It's a much smaller community. Casting directors talk. If you are repeatedly showing up and not following the prompts and the directions of an audition side, you are immediately going to get blackballed before you get offered anything. I promise you, not to scare you, not to gatekeep you, more of I don't want you guys to take missteps or to misunderstand the industry in general, because it is not the most accessible industry to get into. I will admit that. There is a lot of barriers in the way for a lot of people. So just one of those things I try to give people the heads up. So that is a big part of voice acting is follow. They're not suggestions when you get instructions from a casting director. They never are. You have to follow them to a T. And if a casting director goes, well, we asked for native accents and this doesn't sound native, or we asked for coached accents and this doesn't sound, this person has 30 minutes of coaching. Sounds like this person got 3 months of coaching versus 3 years of coaching. They're going to toss you out. It's just kind of the way it is, unfortunately. I'm finished, but my English accent is a mess. It's like a mix between British and American with a hint of Irish. Hey, accents are cool like that. It's neat that you have your own unique thing that way. I think it's cool. So yeah. You don't want to burn it. Yeah, you don't want to burn a bridge. And it's not even obviously burning a bridge isn't from having a bad audition. Because this is the way that one of my mentors in the voice acting space talks about it. He says not being able to land an audition is not you being rejected, because auditions are not about rejection, they're about selection. You simply weren't selected. You might have had an amazing audition. It's just someone else had a slightly better audition. But the benefit of auditioning for things is it does put you on casting directors' radars. It puts you on studios' radars. It allows you to have some sort of impression made, where if they're oh, we have this new project, we need a voice print like this. Who is that guy whose audition kind of stuck out last time, but we didn't select him, we picked someone else over him? His voice would actually be perfect for this role. Let's send him one of the audition sides. That's happened to me a million times. That is how I get a majority of my auditions, actually. So, just a heads up, yeah. Sometimes your audition can inspire a new character. Oh yeah, Essie, absolutely. That is 100% true. I've been part of projects where some of the roles were written for the people who auditioned, because the audition, they didn't quite nail what they were looking for that part. But they followed all the instructions well, and the casting director liked their attitude or the energy they put into it or the risks they took in their audition so much that they're we're gonna add a character for you, even if it's just a one-line speaking role. It's kind of cool. It's really neat. It happens actually semi-frequently. Or at the very least, the other thing that I like that I've gotten to do a little bit is change the script. If they're oh, when I was doing Tesseo for Gunvolt 3, I was reading a line, and I was this kind of doesn't flow off the tongue very well. And they were basically they were basically oh, do you want to rewrite the scene? And I was yeah, I think Tesseo would actually say it more this way. And they were oh yeah, let's try that. Let's give that a couple runs. And they liked it, and we kept it in the game. So, yeah. Mal Mortisan, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Here's a good example. If someone asks for authentic black accents and you know that you have no business auditioning for that role, apply that logic to all accents, no matter where they're from. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit different. If an American's yo, I've been coached in British accents, that definitely is the case. But authentic casting is a big thing for especially racial things. I get a lot of Asian casting calls for obvious reasons. And most of the time it doesn't require me to do any sort of caricature or accent or anything like that. But yeah, that's actually, that's a slightly separate point, but absolutely a great point, Telia, where it's especially if the instructions are we are casting this black character, we want authentic representation. If you're a white person, there's a good chance that you just ruined your chances of ever working with anything that casting director ever will do. And that, you don't want to do that to yourself. And you don't want to come across as the insensitive weirdo doing that shit anyway. So, yeah. We once had a line with the direction saying, sing-songy delivery, and a VA sang it instead, which inspired a new character in an entirely original song that they were cast. I love that. No, that's cool. I love that so much. That shit's the best to me. Because I definitely am someone who, I'll normally do at least 2 takes with an audition, where I'll do 1 take where it's like, oh, this character's in their 40s, they're like a gruff father type character. You know, I'll do the stereotypical deep voice thing every fucking dude does, where it's like, oh, hey, make sure that you don't go into the woods alone, like kind of shit. And then I'll do something totally fucking off the rails with it, because sometimes that works out better. Again, I talk up this one voice actor, Alex Lee, who is the protagonist in the Persona 3 remake and is the main character in Solo Leveling and is Luke in Street Fighter 6 and all these iconic roles. He experiments in the booth a lot and talks about it, and he just does a phenomenal job. You hear that human element in all of his delivery. And it's really cool. It's very, very cool. It's easier for me to go 90 down the wrong side of the road and picking someone's grandma off the floor than it is to focus enough to correctly say oil or window. Forever have the most respect for voice actors. There's a guy, I mean, obviously with dyslexia, it's nice because you get mainly infinite takes. Like, time is money when it comes to casting, and like you have certain blocked out time periods, and you don't want to go over those because that comes across as being ill-prepared and unprofessional. But with dyslexia, I normally explain that to my casting directors, and they're normally really great about it. Where they'll be like, oh, Brian, you mispronounced that word accidentally, or you screwed up these 2 syllables, and that's always good. You always want to be upfront. You always want to work with your casting director versus against. So, yeah, pronunciation is something that they can normally sort of work around and help you with and everything like that. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Chloe Grace Moretz was also a child actor, so got a lot more exposure to, like, a lot of that coaching and stuff, so, well, good for her. You know, it's kind of cool. I saw a casting call the other day. I was like, ooh, I'm in that age range and that vocal range, but I'm neither African-American or male. Yeah, and so I'm glad that you stepped away from that, because that, like, was definitely 100% not your place to audition for that, for sure. Always go all out. Easier to direct a VA to pull back than to put into a... Yeah, 100%. See, I think that is like the biggest thing I teach people whenever they ask for advice is if you under-deliver, you will blend in 100% of the time. If you add your own spin to something and create essentially like a unique characteristic within the confines and the parameters of what the casting director is looking for, it is so much easier for them to be like, all right, you're a little bit loud, it peaked the mic, you overemphasize this syllable or this word. Can we do another take where you like round it out a little bit more and like mellow it out, tone it down a little bit more? Let's do like a couple more runs like that, see how it is. That's so much easier for a casting director than going, can you please put more emphasis in there? Like, please, get the energy up. God damn it, you know? So that's something like that. Yeah, Prince, we're not really talking about accents anymore. We're kind of talking about, this conversation started because we were talking about accents in voice acting specifically. So yeah, coached voice acting accents are a different thing than what most people think they are. Most people are like, well, I watch a lot of like Bridgerton or whatever, or it's not Bridgerton. What is Bridgerton, the British one? Where they're like, oh, I can imitate this one character really, really well. I can do a British accent. Nope. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna probably shoot yourself in the foot if you do that. Or like, oh, I take all this inspiration from like this voice actor, this actor. Great. It's awesome that you can do like a really good Liam Neeson impression. No one cares. Once you actually get into like the professional booth, it's a very different thing. Those people are coached, they're trained to identify who's bullshitting. So I've thought that voice acting would be a very fun thing to do for a long time, but I have the North Carolinian Southern accent, and for some reason I made that as a Why would that be a discouragement? Find the roles that fit that, or the roles that ask for, no specific accent. There's a ton of them out there. There's so many. That's the other thing that, like, scarcity effect is something that bothers me so much in voice acting. Everyone thinks it's a competition because you're auditioning. And theoretically, it's a competition to figure out who's going to get that role, sure. But the best way you can look at voice acting is a competition with yourself. Are you getting better at that skill that you are practicing, or are you not? If you're not, maybe change some things up. That's the competition with yourself. So that is something that, like, I try to bring up a lot to people is don't look at it as a means of being envious or jealous or anything like that. Like, that's annoying to most people who are in the field to begin with because it makes it look like you're antagonistic. Like, set those personal goals yourself of, like, hey, this person's, like, been my rival for getting protagonist roles over this many years. We have a friendly rivalry. It's okay to think that and, like, work to, like, always, land a role. No one goes to an audition hoping not to land a role. But, like, it ultimately needs to be internal. It needs to be, like, within yourself. Chris was on the Streamer Awards for a split second. Let's go. My goat. My goat. Let's go. Love that. Amazing. My mom was in Downton Abbey for a bit. Wait, she tried to do a British accent. It was one word in, and it was clear she was did not have an ounce of British blood in her. That's really, really funny. Now, here's the thing. There's a scarcity thing in voice acting where, I have to apply for every audition because there might never be an audition again. No, the number of open casting calls that are available online for free is monumental. There's always a project that you can audition for that is like, we don't need a specific accent, or we need a Southern accent. We need we need an authentic Carolinian accent. There's always a role out there for something like that. I promise you. So don't let that discourage you. Like, go for it. You should give it a try. I think that would be amazing, honestly. My aunt was always like, wow, you could do that thing where they voice those weird cartoon characters. Like, no, I'm just vocal stimming. There's no controlling this. Right. Yeah, I think that's like the big misconception is like everyone has a person in their life who's been like, hey, you're really good at voice. You're really good at impressions. Man, you do a really good Jim Carrey impression. You should be like a voice actor or something. Everyone gets that push at some point and they internalize it as like, oh, I must be amazing. And then they neglect the fact that every voice actor that exists has taken years and years and spent hundreds and hundreds, thousands and thousands of dollars on lessons and equipment. And this is, again, not to gatekeep or scare people out of it. It's just setting the very realistic standard to, like, if you want to be in a voice acting era in your life, you can do some hobby voice acting, sure, but it's still going to take some time commitment and study. Like, it's not just really a hobby, even as a hobby. Even if you're doing it as a part-time thing, it's like, yeah, I only do free projects or whatever. There's a good chance that you're going to need like a little bit of coaching. You're going to need a little bit of going to some seminars and sitting in on, whatever type of lessons. So that's the way that it's not to scare people away from it as an industry. Literally anyone can do it, but you do have to apply yourself. You have to treat it, unfortunately, like it is a job or like school. And I cannot count the thousands of auditions I have heard over the years of people who, when I watched, a whole season of Dragon Ball Z, I think I'm ready to be a voice actor. And I can go, I know exactly what your bedroom looks like. You have a giant poster of your favorite waifu taking up a quarter of the wall. You have 18 Dragon Ball Z figurines. You have a One Piece tattoo somewhere on you, and you have never actually listened to advice from a single voice actor in your life. That makes sense. Also, if I ever find somebody looking for a Southern accent, I'm sprinting. I'll let you know that I've had a couple like auditions come across my desk that have asked for it, where I have gone, not gonna do that one, because even though I lived in Florida, I'm way too northern. I had one recently where I could have auditioned for an indie game that required authentic accents from that region. And I was like, nah, I just don't have enough. I don't have enough of, confidence in doing that. So, yeah. You ready? Oh, okay. Are you live? Okay. Morgan's going to be going live here. So we're going to pass you guys over there. And I hope that you guys have a fun time. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope people who got some drops while they were here. I hope you got some good drop credit. You guys don't know my amazing, beautiful, incredible partner, Morgan. She's the best person in the entire world. And again, I would not be here without her. Please go support her. Check out her glasses. She's got new glasses on. They look awesome. I need to get some as well. So, it didn't mainline enough gator blood. Yeah, like I picked up, like I did like the vocal stim thing where I was down in Florida and I would imitate my twangy Floridian friends. And they'd be like, hey, yeah, you sound like kind of like us. And I was like, okay.
Why would I get fat? Fat makes you fat.
That's good enough for me, I suppose. Olivia, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Enjoy your emotes, enjoy your sub badge. Yeah, can we get a little bit of hype and pride in the chat for a brand new Prime sub? Thank you. I know you get one of those a month. Thank you for deciding to use it here. That's really generous of you. I hope you enjoy your time as a sub. But yeah. I'm going to be dropping you guys off now. Morgan just went live. So to make sure that neither of our internets explode, I will probably sell this stuff to Zeki offline. Hopefully get closer to 60K and finally buy the plushie. And probably talk to Ani about the 10th level of the bug catching later. But for now, I'm dipping on out. Thank you so much, everyone who joined. Hope you had fun. I would say hype and pride in the chat. There is no pride command. Like I said, we have a pride emote, though. And in the hype command, the pride emote is incorporated in there. Plus, here's the thing about the pride emotes, is there's so many of them, I'd rather you guys mix and match, you know? Even if you're someone who's just like an ally, like, who doesn't like some cool, bright colors in the chat? Choose whatever you want to toss in there. It's fun. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get you guys over to Morgan. Thank you so much for vibing. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful stream with me. Again, I kept the vibes low tonight just because yesterday was a big, huge stream, or double stream header, and it was fun, you know, being able to do the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament, which my team won, by the way. I didn't get to share that except on social media. My team won. We won. I'm getting a special commemorative jacket, like super limited edition tournament jacket. I am getting a whole bunch of other prizes, this big, huge limited edition game mat for the 25th anniversary, quarter century stuff. It's dope. So we're going to be getting that in the mail, I think they said in like a few weeks. And, you know, obviously Konami's paying me, so that's awesome. So I did that, and then I got to roll into some Infinite Craft with all of you last night, and that was great. So tonight, it's chill vibes, good energy, good talks. It was fun hanging out. Now go enjoy the wonderful chill over in Morgan's stream. Thank you all a ton. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for the follows, bits, subs, resubs, gifted subs, donations, no matter what you sent through here tonight. I really appreciate you supporting what I do. You guys are the best. Like, genuinely, thank you for your energy. Thank you for your time. Whether you chatted, lurked, whatever, you shared your time with us. And that means a lot to me. And the rest of the community. So, thank you. Sorry if, when I say us, it's confusing to anyone. I like to speak on behalf of the community a lot. If it's not the thoughts that you share, community, too bad. It's my channel. I'm speaking for you, okay? Thank you for being here. I hope that you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. All of you are wonderful. Finger hearts as usual. I'll see y'all again tomorrow. We'll start a brand new game. It'll be fun. For now, I'm going to start the raid, and then please behave, please be mindful, and please be kind, and please remember that our community is not Morgan's community. Please be, you know, respectful and great over there. Let's do copy-paste this guy here. Please, please, please. Copy paste that in Morgan's chat when we get there. I will see you all over there. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'm probably going to be playing video games in the background of her stream as normal. So you'll hear me click-clacking, maybe sneezing, coughing, whatever I do. But I'll see you guys around, okay? All right, great. Good talks. Goodbye. Goodbye. If you had anything else to say, I don't care. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.